Good Thursday afternoon, and thank you for joining the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday Eve. It certainly is a beautiful day out there. As always, we appreciate you spending some of your time with us. We never take that for granted. Welcome. Jim will be back tomorrow. But today you still have Deb. You've got our executive producer, Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
Comedy alien Ross Padgett.
What's the age where you stop wearing backwards hats?
Let me ask Fred Durst.
And bringing the vibes, Slick.
Holla!
How you guys doing on this Thursday? Certainly awake, aren't you?
Yeah.
Nice early morning call.
Yeah.
Someone's getting, I'm not going to celebrate that, but yeah, someone's most likely going to lose their gig.
Luckily, I was already up.
Were you really?
Yeah, I had
At
to be here.
4:45 this morning.
I had to be here for the Monsters, so I was already up. I wasn't as pissed off as everybody else.
I bet you just laughed. You're like, sucks to be you.
I told Jack that it was a conspiracy that the Monsters perpetrated on him
That's it.
to get him up.
That's it. I heard a very accusatory, that's your phone, from the other side of the bed.
Yeah. I heard a what's that? I'm like, it's some EAS test. I don't know.
And that's what I did. I picked up my phone and I went, what the F for a test?
So, and then I go back to sleep, and I'm like, wait a minute. I roll back over. I took a screenshot of it. I go, I'm posting this later.
Yes. Just
then,
like
then I went
everybody.
back to sleep.
Exactly.
Did you find it to be louder than like an Amber Alert?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
what-
a lot louder.
That's wild. That's interesting to me.
I think it's designed that way, just like in Woke News, we're going to talk about a state lawmaker who wants to stop this from ever happening again, who said he was surprised that he got the alert because his phone is on Do Not Disturb. Well, that's the whole point of the EAS alert, is that there's an emergency in your area that you need to be aware of, right? A tornado, a hazardous spill from a train or something. So they have to be able to override those systems in our cell phones, or there's no purpose in having an EAS alert.
C-Lane said he slept through it, and which is crazy to me.
No way.
And
Sabrina
his-
too. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
his phone is literally under his pillow, under his head, and he didn't hear it.
How is that possible?
It was louder. It was louder than an Amber Alert, which makes me kind of think like, oh, so, we could care a little bit more about the Amber Alert. There's a little bit more gas in the tank. We can make it louder.
I remember when Amber Alerts first became a thing.
Yeah.
Not everyone was happy that,
Nope.
they could just start putting these things over radio and on your phones, and people were complaining.
They were complaining, and yet in the end, those Amber Alerts really do make a difference.
You have silver
Absolutely.
alerts,
Yep. Now you have purple alerts.
and they are.
Those are for people with diminished mental capabilities. Think of someone on the autism spectrum,
Nice. All
right? So who isn't, and kudos to those law enforcement agencies that do that special training with folks who are on the spectrum. I talk about my nephews often who wouldn't understand an officer's commands.
Right.
And may not follow them because they're not wired that way. So that's what a purple alert is for.
Texter says if your phone is in sleep mode on an iPhone, you do not get the alerts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think there's an option to turn them off.
Well, that's what they're worried about. So at 5 o'clock today, we're going to be talking to Seminole County Emergency Management Director Alan Harris about the alert, how it was mistakenly sent out, although I'll be covering most of that in Woke News. But what he's really going to touch on is the seriousness of keeping those alerts turned on, because that's literally how he and his team get the word out when there's flooding, when there's tornadoes, when there's hazard, anytime there's, an emergency.
Yeah, but then there's times like last night
When
where
it's not.
nothing is happening.
And that's the problem, that they realize that someone is most likely
Hey.
going to lose their job.
It only takes one person to make a mistake.
I know.
We could do it here.
But no, I mean that. So
It only
it's-
takes one person to get us all fired.
I know. It's funny you say that, though,
Ross.
Jack, because I was watching the local news and the anchor was saying, and this is what happened. And I screamed at the TV, no, don't play the alert.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
play the sound. Oh my God, the
Oh.
fine you will face.
Oh. News Junkie joked about that.
Oh no.
That was worse than Ross's joke when I left early the other day. However,
Oh, you heard that?
yeah,
We knew you did.
little callback for us. However, News Junkie, and this is what it sounded like.
Oh.
And
you
suddenly
freeze?
I was driving. I just gripped the wheel. I'm like, no. I mean,
Oh.
he could put an end to us all with that.
Exactly. And for those who
it is quite expensive if you play the alert sound on the air.
It's
when
because-
it's not an alert.
Exactly, because it's only meant for emergencies. So for those who don't know, yeah, that is right up there with the 7 words that George Carlin's and the FCC says that we're not allowed to say on the air. But it's a big deal. You can't even record it and then play it later.
Ooh.
Because like you said, Slick, that's the issue, right? For the whole emergency management issue, it's like, how do we undo the damage from this one alert sent at 4:45 a.m.?
I mean, what's the fine like, though?
The fine if you and I were to broadcast it?
Yeah.
Isn't it like $250,000 or something?
Yeah, it's way up there.
Oh, man.
It's
Jack-
more than you're getting back on your late tax return.
Exactly. And your salary, and Jack's salary,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
salary,
Yeah, yeah.
Ross's salary, and a part of Jim's salary.
Just a part, though.
Just a part.
I'd
Probably
be
the smallest
working.
part.
I'd be working the rest of my life for free at iHeart.
Oh, my God, yeah.
The rest of my life.
iHeart wouldn't exist at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
It kind of gives you, the EAS test.
Yeah.
Kind of gives you
yeah.
a small little sample size of what Hawaii went through a couple years
Oh,
ago.
yeah, you
with the
remember that?
incoming rockets?
Yeah.
Like, quickly
That,
picture that.
at least this said 4:45 in the morning. You wake up, you look at your phone. It said a test.
No action
You
required.
could be bad and go back. No action required. Fine.
Right.
The action is go
Imagine.
back to sleep. Could you imagine if it said rockets were incoming?
Oh, I
Yeah.
know. That to me is
And then
that's a much bigger egregious mistake because that literally could spark. I mean, did spark terror.
Yeah, absolutely way bigger of a goof to send that out instead of a test. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because Hawaii's text, when their little thing that popped up on their phone, it said, "This is not a drill."
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's a double down.
Yeah, it is.
Like, that's when you know it's serious. This is not a drill.
Yeah.
Woo, and you're Hawaii. You have a
I know.
history.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like, you're out
That's
in the
true.
Pacific.
Yeah, well, you're not
That's the-
far.
That's the state where, is probably the most likely for it to happen to.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And I think it was like 8.5 minutes before anybody clarified.
Yeah, have they ever, I mean, this is a documentary, those, and call it whatever it is, 8.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And what was life like in that time
Yeah, can
for
you
those
imagine?
people documenting?
Mm.
Did anyone commit suicide
Yeah, right. I mean,
because of that?
possibly.
What? Yeah, true.
Or what else?
Well, look
Who
at
had
what
sex
happened.
because of that?
Well, yeah, and a baby can see.
In 8 minutes?
Because, well, come on. And that included cuddling, Slick. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Well,
That's
you got-
a sorry way to go.
You think there's a missile
Well-
happening.
They didn't know in 8 minutes it would be over.
That's if you could even,
They just knew rockets were on the way.
Yeah.
So they tried to launch one of their own.
You know how pissed I would be if I was in that situation and my wife was like, more. I'm like, no, we don't have enough time. There are literal missiles coming. It said it's not a test.
Well, remember how many people when was it Orson Welles? Who was it who did War of the Worlds?
Yeah, Orson Welles.
Orson Welles, War of the Worlds, when it first aired on the radio, and people thought it was for real.
Yeah.
You had people jumping out of windows
Yeah.
and skyscrapers, thinking that aliens had started invading the planet. So and it's experiences like that.
Then they did one in the 80s. Was it the 80s or the 90s with it was a TV version of it, but it was supposed to be about nuclear war. But they were so concerned that they constantly had a trial. This is just a dramatization. This is
Oh,
not
wow.
real. I forget what they call that thing. Someone will text it, but
Yeah,
I think it was
exactly.
in the 80s they did that.
Wow, that is crazy. Also, someone just texted us at 77031 saying they too had their phone in sleep mode and still got the alert. My phone is always on silent, always,
Yeah,
because I get
me
so many
too.
notifications and it still woke my ass up. So, and somebody said that Amber needs to be fired.
It's Amber's fault.
It's
Someone
Amber's fault.
all right. Someone else said NPR has a document. Maybe I'll look for that documentary on that Hawaii thing because
Yeah.
I think
if
I
it's an
want-
hour, if it's an hour or less, it might be my Would You Do This Noon next week.
Yeah. Someone also just texted that people had heart attacks in Hawaii when that happened.
And in hindsight,
I believe it.
In hindsight, like enough time passes, I feel like it's going to keep getting funnier.
Yeah,
It's pretty funny. It's bad, but the whole Hawaii, I mean, that is set up for a rom-com. It's just such a painfully interesting 8.5 minutes, what those people went through.
Yeah. Hell.
They're just matching, snacking on some Mac nuts.
And a piece of pineapple.
yeah, you're just
Living
rocking
their
out
best life.
on some Maui Gold's Dole pineapple whip.
Well, like I said, we're going to be talking about more of that.
people are texting the day after tomorrow. That was a movie about post, apocalyptic world.
Right.
However, that's not what I'm talking about. This was a made-for-TV special that they did it.
Okay. And it was in the 80s, you said, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, someone is
think
researching
so.
it right now. They're researching it as we speak.
But it was supposed to be like a War of the Worlds thing, and there was great concern that they didn't want people believing it. Like we're rumored to believe the War of the Worlds.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk. Like I said, we're going to talk more about the alert. But don't forget, you have plenty of time to take the 3 o'clock keyword green, GREEN, over to realradio.fm for your chance to win $1,000 like Glenn from Orlando did yesterday during the News Junkie, our third winner here for Real Radio 104.1. Would love to add your name to that list. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get woke and talk about SpaceX kind of launching its Starship. The state of Florida apologizing for that accidental text alert, and McDonald's is offering something in a dipping cup that you may find interesting. We'll talk about that and more coming up next during Woke News, so keep it here on The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes we might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Get reports of a disabled vehicle on 4 westbound as you approach 429. It is in the left lane and adding to the already heavy delays in the area. Plus, we're seeing plenty of delays on 4 eastbound as you approach 429. Looking good on 408 and 417. See traffic problems? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line. It's 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Bud Green.
This report is sponsored by Northern Tool and Equipment. Now that you've taken on the big job doesn't mean you have to settle for big box. Northern Tool can help with the little things that make the biggest difference, from pressure washers to power tools and pallet jacks to push carts. They have what you need to get the job done. Northern Tool and Equipment, we're made for this.
2023 right here. You still have plenty of time to fulfill that New Year's resolution to finally get your vision corrected with the leader in vision correction. Of course, that is the Filatowski Eye Institute. All you have to do is text 1041 to the number 868686. That way you can schedule your consultation today. Now, look, I trusted the Filatowski Eye Institute with my son and my father-in-law's vision, actually using this product and seeing how unbelievable it is. Dr. Filatowski knocked it straight out of the park. Crystal clear vision virtually overnight. Both of these guys have much different lives. You can do the same thing. And remember, they use the latest state-of-the-art technology. Their surgeons have completed over 65,000 LASIK procedures. What I'm telling you is you are in the best hands. Change your outlook forever. Simply text 1041 to 868686. Schedule your consultation with the Filatowski Eye Institute today.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Hi, everybody. Jim here with a giant welcome to Orlando to our friends over at Life Imaging FLA up from South Florida, where they've saved hundreds of lives. And now you have an opportunity to visit these guys just like me. I am pretty darn fired up to get my heart and body scan as a proactive preventive measure to my long-term health. After losing my mom to kidney disease and my uncle to lung cancer, never smoked a cigarette in his life, you have to look at your long-term health care differently. Life Imaging FLA can help you do that. And by the way, they're giving giving out free heart scans right now. It's a fact. 1 out of 3 people will die from heart disease, and in 30 to 40% of heart attacks, the very first symptom, is sudden death. Do what I'm doing. Get that peace of mind through prevention. Get that heart and body scan from Life Imaging FLA. And while you're there, ask about their cancer scan as well. And Life Imaging FLA scan is easy. They don't use any dyes. You don't have to get undressed, and it only takes about 10 minutes. From your cell phone, call pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan. That's pound 250. Just say the keyword free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia.
I'll pay you $100 for last look. When you're doing a deal at a dealership, take a picture of your deal sheet, send it to givemethevin.com. If we can't beat your trade-in offer, I'll send you a check for $100. We do the same thing with CarMax offers. Can't beat a CarMax offer? Send you a check for $100. Worst thing that could happen is you get $100. Best thing that could happen is you get $3,000 more for your car or your trade. We are America's best car buyer for a reason. We'll see you online at givemethevin.com.
Sell us your car. Givemethevin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Hurry and shop the final days of Springfest at Lowe's. Ready to get started on your spring planting? Right now, get select Bonnie 19.3-ounce vegetables and herbs, 3 for $12. Save on indoor updates, too, with up to 40% off select bathroom faucets and vanities. Shop Lowe's today, because Lowe's knows spring. Valid through 4/26. Bonnie offer available in-store only. Actual plant size varies. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location, while supplies last.
Managing healthcare for yourself, your kids, your aging parents, it's a lot to keep track of everything. Now you have help. Welcome to Village Medical, a whole new kind of primary care that's a lot more caring. Here, your doctor really gets to know your family's needs and coordinates all their visits, labs, even prescriptions. Plus, you can make same-day appointments or schedule video or at-home visits, all covered by most insurance. It sounds different because it is different. Go to villagemedical.com and become a patient today.
International Diamond Center's store-wide spring sale is here. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Save up to 20% store-wide and get up to 36 months zero-interest financing. Don't miss this once-a-year sale. Best prices and an expanded selection. This weekend only at International Diamond Center.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-334-2266. That's 800-334-2266. 800-334-2266.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hurry in during Ram Truck Month and discover what it truly means to drive a truck that's built to serve. Ram Truck Month, going on now. And now, finance and get $7,480 in total values on the 2023 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. Don't miss this great offer. See your local Ram dealer today. Total values include combined cash allowance and $2,980 Bighorn Level 2 package value. Financing for well-qualified buyers through Chrysler Capital. Not all buyers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 5/1/2023.
Upgrade this spring and get $5,000 more for your trade at SutherlandBuysCars.com.
Obviously, this is why YouTube was created. Obviously, at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Jack, was that show you're thinking of a show called Special Report? I remember something, I think in the 80s. It was set up to look like a news report happening of like a terrorist somewhere with a bomb or something, and they were talking to the terrorists, and they had to keep coming on saying this is a show, not real. It was called Special Report. All right, thanks.
Too many broken hearts have fallen in the river. Too many lonely souls have drifted out to sea.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I forgot to mention, Jack, it's Yacht Rock Thursday.
We're doing a Yacht Rock Thursday in honor of Jim Colbert, who was on a cruise.
That's right.
He's actually back on land, but we'll be back tomorrow joining us. So we're doing our little yacht rock themed music today because I will not be here tomorrow.
Our little homage.
And thanks to the texter, that was close. I did have a few people texting in as well. Special bulletin. It was a 1983 special, and they made it look like a news report,
right?
Of everything going wrong, but they kept breaking in to say, "Hey, this
is just
isn't
a
real."
show. It's just a show.
It was called Special Bulletin, and it was in 1983.
I'm gonna have to look that up. In the meantime, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Like Jack just said, Jim will be back tomorrow. You've got Deb, Jack, Ross, and Slick, and now it's time to get woke.
And now it's time for woke news.
It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole woke.
On the Jim Colbert Show.
Woke News is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. Saturday morning, give him a listen when he's host of the Home Loans Radio Show. All right, did you guys catch SpaceX's historic launch this morning?
Missed it. I was all set Monday for it, and then it got scrubbed, and I forgot about it today.
I know, and today of all days, I forgot about it, but then I got the push notification, watched it.
Did you?
They tried to be, it's interesting to watch a SpaceX launch versus a NASA launch.
Yeah.
Because there's so many bros at
Yes.
the SpaceX launch, right? Including like the flight director with the backward baseball cap sitting right next to Elon Musk versus, the pocket protecting crowd over at NASA where you might get a fist bump after a successful launch at SpaceX. It kind of looked like a kegger. The good news is they were able to get it into orbit. Unfortunately, the bad news is the Starship prototype exploded 4 minutes into its flight. This morning's launch from their Starbase in South Texas, Boca Chica Beach, was the first unmanned test flight. In a statement, SpaceX says the data will help improve reliability. This Starship will eventually carry crew and cargo to the moon, Mars, and beyond. And Musk says eventually he wants this thing to take 100 people every single day to the moon and back.
Yeah, who wants to sign up to get on that rocket? And it's the news that I just saw. The latest blurb I saw about this was that SpaceX blew it up after, something went wrong. They're the ones who detonated it.
Oh, did they?
That's what they're claiming now. But
it was kind of spinning up there.
But go back to what Ross was saying just the other day about you like it. What being scrubbed is actually a good thing.
Yeah.
It means they've avoided a problem like having to blow up a rocket after launch.
Yeah. Your confidence with the rocket launch should be 99 plus.
Yeah.
Anything below that, scrub it.
It was funny though when they didn't say, "Oh shoot, it exploded." You heard some ahs in the room, but they said that it suffered a rapid disassembly.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was a success in the sense that it was a totally badass rocket.
Yeah, and they got it off the ground, and they did get it into its orbit. What didn't happen was the 6 engines that were supposed to fire on the first stage, then the second stage was supposed to separate, land on a barge out in the Gulf, kind of like what SpaceX does here on the east coast of Florida when they do their Falcon 9, their SpaceX launches.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of launching, I did want to bring this back up. Russia is premiering the first feature film shot in space, The Challenge.
They beat us again.
And Putin mentions that. The Challenge was shot on the International Space Station in October of 2021. We had covered that launch when Russia sent an actor and a film director to the ISS for a 12-day shoot. The film was about a surgeon who's sent to the space station to save an injured cosmonaut. It premiered today in Russian theaters and was praised by President Vladimir Putin, who boasted, quote, "We are the first to have shot a feature film in orbit aboard a spacecraft. Once again, the first."
Oh, are
End
you going to
quote.
do accents for all the news stories?
I think you should.
No.
I bet you that movie's gonna suck. I don't think Russian cinema.
Well, easy, fella.
All they got is Tetris.
All right. Yeah, you're trying to steal my rap name, my persona of Little Judgy here.
Oh, yeah.
Because you are. I mean, they had the first satellite in space. They had the first man in space.
Yeah.
But
And
we proceeded to kick their ass up and down. Since then, whether it comes to what we've done in space or just, life in general.
Yeah, like the ability to eat
Yeah.
and stuff.
So, you know what?
First in space, but yeah.
Guess what? They shot a movie on a space station that we built.
Right.
Yeah, with some international help, but come on. We made that happen.
All right, back to our early morning wake up, where the Florida Division of Emergency Management is apologizing for that early morning text alert that jolted most people in the state of Florida out of their beds across the state this morning. The agency says the 4:45 a.m. test was supposed to be on TV and not disturb anyone. Officials say they're taking steps to ensure it never happens again, and only true emergencies are sent as alerts in the middle of the night. Meanwhile, Republican State Senator Blaise Ingoglia says he's going to file a bill to stop the tests from occurring between 10 p.m. and 8 a.m. He says, again, he was shocked that he got the alert since his phone was on Do Not Disturb mode. He says he's going to call the measure the, you ready?
Yeah, please.
Stop Wake Act.
Oh,
there we go. Those are the grounds I was working for.
I've been watching this
yeah.
putz all week on the news.
Which one, Blaise Ingoglia?
Yeah. But this is his latest move. But they already said that's not their policy to do it. They said it was a mistake.
It was a mistake. Yeah, exactly. But everyone's got their...
Now we need a law?
Well, someone, like I said, may be getting fired after that early morning test alert. Governor Ron DeSantis took to Twitter saying he's ordered Florida Division of Emergency Management Director Kevin Guthrie to bring, quote, swift accountability, end quote, for the test of the emergency alert system in the, quote, wee hours of the morning, end quote. He added this was a completely inappropriate use of the system.
I think they call it a mistake.
It must have been so funny. So, right, we all just picture one guy balding with a comb over.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Give or take. He's a cat guy. One of the cat's names is Penelope.
Easy.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to draw a picture here. He's behind his desk. He goes ahead. He hits the button. He goes, all right, time to put that all on TV. And then he looks at his phone, and it goes off. And that's how he finds out, oh, God, no. That's all of Florida.
Yeah.
He had to have found out through his phone.
Yeah.
I heard it was other states too, though. No?
No, it was just Florida.
It was just here?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just Florida.
We've had that feeling before. Like we go to commercial break and then we start talking about stuff and then we look over and our mic is still on.
Yeah.
Come on. You know the feeling. It's a mistake.
It's a mistake. I experienced that the other day. I'm working the Monsters, and all of a sudden, I see my phone go off, and Jack is like, "Where are the rejoins?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I'm trying not to throw Angel under the bus, but it's either me or him, so
Yeah. Dog eat dog world.
Brightline is one step closer to launching its new operation out of Central Florida. The high-speed rail passenger company unveiled its station at the Orlando International Airport earlier today. It's going to have more than 300 parking spaces and connect travelers to the airport's terminals. Once the route opens this summer, it will connect Orlando to South Florida through more than a dozen stops. Tickets are expected to go on sale next month, and if you get a chance to see any of the video on the local news stations, it looks like it's going to be a sweet, sweet way to travel to South Florida and not have to worry about driving your car.
I like that.
Yeah, and the tickets, again, go on sale next month. They're expecting to start service sometime this summer. So another option. Sweet. All right, speaking of options, people living in and around Orlando can turn in their guns in exchange for cash with no questions asked. The police department is hosting the Kicks for Guns event at the Dr. James R. Smith Neighborhood Center in Orlando. It's going on for probably another 30 minutes, and anyone who turns in a firearm will get a $50 gift card. The Orange County Sheriff's Office collected more than 90 weapons during a similar buyback program last month. Again, today's event runs until 4 o'clock this afternoon. Speaking of guns, this is an interesting story where a Pasco County school aide is facing charges after police say she helped a student hide multiple guns.
What?
Yeah, Newport Richey. Authorities say they were investigating a shooting in Newport Richey this past Monday involving a group of kids who were purchasing several illegal firearms. One of the suspects involved reportedly called an employee at Gulf High where he attended school. So 20-year-old Emily Medea is accused of driving the student away from the shooting scene and then helping him hide 2 handguns, ammunition, and a backpack at her home. The school district was alerted to the situation.
First of all, I didn't know that firearms were still illegal. And second of all, I didn't know you still had to hide them. How?
20 years old.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, a sergeant with the Florida Department of Corrections is accused of threatening a deputy as he was being taken into custody. The Polk County Sheriff's Office says 31-year-old Sean Tehan had a blood alcohol level more than 3 times the legal limit when he crashed his car in Lake Wales. No one else was involved in the incident on Tuesday evening, but Tehan reportedly told a deputy that, quote, their time was coming. And that he'd see him on the inside since he works for the state prison system. So
that's a interesting way to flirt.
Yeah, because not only was he charged with DUI, but he was also charged with threatening a public servant.
Oh, boy.
And let me guess, you can't do that.
It's not the smartest move in the world you could make.
God, I'm on a heater. I got to go gamble.
Well, speaking of gambling, Manatee County, specifically Bradenton, again, this is on the golf course, Gulf Coast is the, go ahead, I get a buzzer for that.
Oh, now you get to call out your own buzzers? Damn right you do.
You're saucy today, Bradshaw.
He's drunk.
All right, Manatee County is the victim of what it calls a highly sophisticated fraud scheme. The same guy who sent the alert, the one with the cat named Penelope,
Yeah.
may have a second job here.
He's balding, comb over. Don't
Yeah.
forget about that detail.
Leave
Always
him
sweaty.
alone.
He's always sweaty, Jack.
Poor guy.
Just slim fast.
The county clerk says a cyber criminal tricked the clerk's office into sending them almost $1 million. The money was meant for a company that built a road in the county years ago. When the company's president didn't get the money last week, he called the county saying, like, where the hell's my money? And that's when the problem was discovered.
Where's my money, Billy?
The clerk says funds were delivered based on fraudulent information and documents for an authorized invoice. So they had an authorized invoice, but then, and a criminal investigation is underway, but a USF cybersecurity expert says it's unlikely the county will get its money back.
So they're out $1 million?
$1 million.
Wow.
What would you rather do, Ross? Which guy would you rather be?
Yeah, the EAS guy or that guy?
I think the EAS guy.
I think the EAS guy.
Same here, yeah.
Hey, sorry you guys woke up. Glad you got to go back to sleep. Shut up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was a mistake.
I didn't lose $1 million.
That's, but either way, I'm not sleeping.
Right.
Either way, it's a bad day.
Yeah, a very bad day. All right. Even though, South Florida had historic flooding last week, but parts of Central Florida are still experiencing an extreme drought. Keep that in mind. Barbecuing, burning trash. Despite last week's rainfall, dry conditions in southwestern Marion and western Sumter counties were upgraded. This is the home of the villages. The rest of the area remains under a severe drought status, and the USDA provides updates on the state's conditions every Thursday. And in its latest report today, the region is short about 4 to 7 inches of rainfall for the year. All right, the Brevard Zoo is thrilled by a new arrival. Zoo officials announced Tuesday that its first Florida grasshopper sparrow chicks of the season were hatched.
I'm not even sure what animal we're talking about here.
It's a sparrow. It's one of subspecies
Okay.
of grasshopper sparrows, and it's actually the most critically endangered out of the 4.
Yeah,
Grasshopper. Well, she said she let off with grasshopper.
That's
there,
what
Ross.
they're called, Florida
Yeah.
grasshopper sparrow.
No, I'm just I would be embarrassed if I didn't know that they were endangered, which is why I am embarrassed.
No, don't be. But the zoo says this is a big deal because this is a critically endangered species. They nest on the ground in clumps of grass and under palmettos. Think of how much open prairie land there is left in Central Florida anymore. So the chicks will eventually be released into their natural range here in Central Florida to increase the species population. And not to be outdone, animal biologists are excited by a discovery made in Sarasota County. Mote Marine Laboratory announced it's found its first sea turtle nest of the season in Casey Key. Nesting season isn't supposed to start until May 1st.
All right.
And this is the earliest Mote Marine Sea Turtle Patrol. That's right, Sea Turtle Patrol.
That's what's up, man.
Has ever found a nest. The nest was laid by a loggerhead sea turtle, which is a threatened species. A mote biologist says this early discovery might mean we're in for a busy season, and let's hope the sand temperature stays a little bit cooler, because one of the side effects of climate change is that even though these turtles are nesting, right, and they're hatching, the majority of the hatchlings are female, because their development is very sensitive to the temperature of the sand. That's what determines whether that egg becomes a female sea turtle or a male sea turtle.
Fascinating. This is West Coast. This first.
Yep, first one on the West Coast.
All right, I'm checking a little East Coast beach action this weekend.
Oh, good.
I'll be looking for I'll be looking for turtles amidst the sargassum out there.
Oh yeah, enjoy that.
But I did see on the news that they have patrols on the beach knocking over sandcastles.
Really?
Well,
That's right.
Because they're afraid that, you build a sandcastle with a moat around it, and they're like, oh, the little baby sea turtle will get caught in the moat, then it'll climb up, then you have these towers it has to defend, and they're like, let's just flatten it out.
You know what turtles call sandcastles?
What?
Castles. That moat is a moat for the turtle.
Yeah, it's a good
Also,
point.
I'm jealous of turtles now.
Why is that?
Because it's news that this is a big deal, because it's very early for the mating schedule for these
For
turtles.
the nesting, yeah.
For the nesting. That's dope. Like, it's just dope that this turtle good way, wink, picking up what I'm throwing down, Jack?
Got it.
Is it too much to ask for a push notification every time I feel a little bit?
All right, well, Twitter is starting to remove blue check marks for verified users who aren't paying subscribers. Celebrities, including Oprah Winfrey, Justin Bieber, Katy Perry, and Kim Kardashian, all lost their check marks this afternoon. Prominent news anchors, including MSNBC's Rachel Maddow and CNN's Christiane Amanpour, lost theirs as well as all types of public figures, from Bill Gates to Pope Francis.
Damn it, I'm ready to give up Twitter. Can we move our poll to, Facebook or something?
And that's one less tool. Users will be able to tell apart known sources from impersonators. Now, CEO Elon Musk announced last week that the last day for legacy verified users to keep their checks without paying $8 per month would be today or 4/20. So it was originally unclear whether it was yet another one of the jokes he's notorious for making about today's unofficial day to smoke marijuana. Between that and taking out the transgender, the line that protects them from hate speech and tropes and
Maybe we'll try a Facebook poll today.
And then finally, McDonald's is back in the news. It's changing up its Big Macs by adding more sauce, but guess what? Soon you'll be able to get even more. The fast food giant announced this week that for a limited time, customers will be able to get the Big Mac sauce in a dip cup for French fries. In a bid to promote its staple items, McDonald's is working on building up hype around the product without making large-scale changes. Dipping sauce is an easy way to do that without making an entirely new menu item or adding an ingredient to the existing Big Mac. But
don't sleep on it. This will work. Without a doubt. I used to endorse McDonald's at the time when they released their Big Mac special sauce in bottles, in ketchup-sized bottles.
Yeah. Right.
And and it was a limited thing. We did an appearance at a McDonald's where we had them and gave them away. There was a line around the building to get this stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was just ketchup and mayonnaise.
No, I thought the sauce was almost like a
Thousand Island?
Yeah, exactly. But it's not the same.
Then they got some extra stuff in there, but
I love that sauce.
It was legit. It was this stuff, and people dug it.
That's-
I think this will work for them, and it makes sense. Like they said, they don't have to do a bunch of new stuff.
Exactly.
They're just using their existing stuff. It's kind of like how Taco Bell operates.
Who hasn't squeezed their Big Mac just a little extra harder to make the sauce squeeze out so it lands where you can get your fries in it?
I always ask for less because it always makes my burgers slippery.
Yeah.
And then every time I pick it up, it's like they're trying to slide out of the bun.
I think it's time for you to go home. You got up too early. I got a problem with you. I love Big Mac. I haven't had one in a long
forever,
time.
I know.
But I'm a fan. Maybe I'll get one now.
I know. Talking about it, right?
Yes.
Talking about it? It's your classic 420 food right there. And now you all are officially woke, and Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. That mortgage guy, Don, is a mortgage broker, not a corner bank or a retail lender. And mortgage brokers are better because they have direct access to wholesale lenders that you and I, as consumers, simply do not. But if you really want to see the difference, it's so easy to apply now and get a quote or get a free analysis of your existing quote at thatmortgageguydon.com. It really is peace of mind at your fingertips, so don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguydon.com. Don't forget you still have some time to enter the keyword GREEN, GREEN, to realradio.fm for your chance to win $1,000. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more on The Jim Colbert Show, so keep it on Real Radio 104.1.
Happy 420, a.k.a. the justification for putting off spring cleaning another day. Or month, Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey everybody, good Thursday to you. Jamie King here, Fox 35 Storm Center. Just want to freshen up the forecast details as we approach midday here on this Thursday, right here in Central Florida. Hope you're having a good one so far. Looking nice, breezy, dry. Looks like we'll hit highs of about 84 today. East winds at 10 to 20. Mostly clear, cool, quiet, dry tonight, 64. Light winds. On our Friday, a high of 85, a rain chance at about 20%, and on Saturday, a hotter high at 90, and an afternoon rain chance at 20%. For Fox 35, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King.
This report is sponsored by Florida Prepaid College Savings Plans. 76% of parents save for college in 2022. Now you can too. Their one-year university plan is their most affordable plan, starting at $45 a month. Open enrollment ends April 30th. Find your plan today.
Man, it's time for a new bathroom, and you've told yourself this for years, but you never seem to make the move, and here's why. It's nightmare stories of it taking months and going way over budget, then not getting what you really wanted the entire time. Be done with all of that. Get your bathroom in 4 to 6 days. Get beautiful products that really are amazing, and get the best installation team out there. Simply amazing. RebathMidFLA.com. That's the website for Rebath in Mid-Florida. These guys only do bathrooms, and they do it quite well. If you have a bathroom, whether it be the master or your guest bathroom that's been giving you trouble, you just don't like it anymore, it's ugly, these guys really have incredible products and craftsmanship to change the entire feel of your home, how it looks, how it feels, all of that. Spa-like environments, man. This is what they do. And if you log onto their website, RebathMidFLA.com, you can see those before and afters. Man, they're really changing the way people's homes feel across the board. They've been doing it for 10 years in Orlando, and they can take care of you as well. Their showroom is easy to find, 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Go in, put your hands on these materials, feel that quality, and have their design team come up with something that you are going to love for years. It's RebathMidFLA.com.
Spring into a new Mazda at Daytona Mazda with over 200 new Mazdas to choose from. Check out the new 2023 Mazda CX-5 or CX-9 today. And with rates as low as 0%, there's never been a better time to get into a new Mazda with our complimentary lifetime powertrain warranty. Daytona Mazda is prepared to make the car buying process as streamlined as possible. Out of respect for your valuable time, stop on by Daytona Mazda at the Daytona Auto Mall today at I-95 and LPGA, or shop online at DaytonaMazda.com.
Hi, can I take your order?
Yeah. Can I get one order of the Florida Sweet Corn and Ricotta Fritters?
Sorry, that's not on our menu.
Okay. Well, just one Florida Blueberry Cobbler then.
Where are you seeing these?
Follow freshfromflorida.com. FollowFreshFromFlorida.com has easy recipes for in-season local produce.
That's amazing.
Right? On second thought, no fast food for me today. Find seasonal recipes made with Florida ingredients at FollowFreshFromFlorida.com.
Here's a top move for hiring a divorce attorney. See how they look and handle themselves on video or audio. Chances are that's them at their best, with editing, setup, and multiple takes. The courtroom is live. Mediation is live. Make sure your divorce lawyer is going to make you look good. At Trenley Kramer Law, we handle family law and divorce. TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
And now, everybody who's fueled by your local Circle K. There's flower shop owners, neighborhood bakers, awesome food truck sandwich makers, gearheads, mighty motorheads, farmers and their farmsteads, life-saving physicians and head-banging musicians, that guy who helps you change your spare, and rock star nurses. Hey. The people we rely on every day are fueled by Circle K. every single day. Fueled by Circle K.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Hear new music first on your free iHeartRadio app.
This is Lars.
James from Metallica here.
And this is iHeartRadio.
What's up? This is Mike Shinoda from Linkin Park.
We're the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah. The free iHeartRadio app is where the biggest stars in the world connect with you. Download it
Did you
today.
know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
I'm Howard Mackler, founder of Innovation Refunds. You've heard me talking about the payroll tax refund for months. If you own a business, even if you've asked your CPA about this, you owe it to yourself to take another look. We provide a licensed and insured tax attorney who evaluates your company at my expense to determine eligibility. Businesses of all types can qualify, so go to getrefunds.com to potentially get a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. Download the Innovation Refunds app or go to getrefunds.com, getrefunds.com.
This is for the men who never settle, the ones who believe only quitters end a game and a tie, the type of guys who choose the bar with the biggest TVs to overcompensate for theirs at home. This is the Lodge mentality. This is Twin Peaks.
This Saturday, only at Old Navy, get 50% off all activewear for the whole family. But hurry, 50% off all activewear is one day only. This Saturday, only at Old Navy. Valid 4/22, excludes active in-store clearance, licensed baby.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Insperity, HR that makes a difference.
If you don't know what web goals are, consider yourself lucky. Feel like helping out? Go to JimColbertLive.com and look at stuff.
Happy 420, everybody at the Jim Colbert Show. It's Randy calling from Maine. Anyway, Deb, I want to let you know it's George Carlin's 7 worst words you can't say on TV. And now today, you can say pretty much every single one of those words on TV. And to Potty Mom, happy 420, smoke weed every day.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through. Just the two of us.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, celebrating Yacht Rock Thursday. Thank you, DJ Jack Flash. The Jim part of the Jim Colbert Show will be back tomorrow. We're playing Yacht Rock as an homage to Jim's cruise that he was just on.
He safely returned to land.
So he will be back tomorrow, and then Jack will be off.
Yeah, see you.
Exactly. It's some beach time this weekend, you said.
New rule, I'm not allowed to work when Jim's here.
I wonder how tan he is.
Does that apply to all of us?
Do you think he got a little burnt?
Or do you think he's bright red?
I don't know.
Well, while we contemplate that, you still have about 7 minutes to enter the keyword green, GREEN, to realradio.fm for your chance to win $1,000. And what you just heard, Randy from Maine. Yeah, I know TV gets to say everything, Randy from Maine. We don't get to do anything.
Yeah, but that's not entirely true. Broadcast television does not do that. And cable does, which is different.
Right.
Okay. And then, you have your premium channels like HBO where, everything goes.
Right. You can see people doing things with dragons over there.
Yeah, but now they've dropped the HBO. They're just going with Max.
Yeah.
Man,
They just announced that.
I don't know what.
I'm with you on that.
I'm such a big fan of HBO. I think they have the best original programming that out of any streaming service. They've been doing this whole pay a little bit extra a month. We'll deliver a better product, no commercials for a long time. Whoever decided to just these last year and a half, woof.
Yeah. What was the show that made you say, oh my God, HBO has the best shows on television?
Sopranos.
I would,
and that was
Game of
1999.
I'm gonna agree.
Yeah,
I think Game of Thrones would be the one that put it over the edge of me going. I just was
Mind
blown
blown.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they're
blown.
tossing that amount of money, having that budget for an episodic series. You just don't see that.
Absolutely. I actually remember a show, Jack, you might remember this too, called Dream On.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I remember not being able to watch that.
Me
show.
too.
It was the first time I really experienced cringe humor.
Oh.
But it was a guy who was his own worst enemy, and it just made me so uncomfortable. I realized I could not enjoy programming like that.
Yeah. It was kind of like Ross's What'd You Do That's New? I can't remember the name of the comedian.
Could not.
Oh, it was the one where he filmed the guy who, I wish I could remember. I'll have to go on to the master list at jimcolbertlive.com and check it out. But that was where I found out that I get really uncomfortable watching other people, that cringe factor that Jack talked about. Sometimes you think you're going to have schadenfreude and actually sit there and get more popcorn. And then sometimes you're like, yeah, no, I feel a little skeevy watching this.
I don't know if I've ever felt that. Like feeling, I don't know.
I felt it with Larry David and Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
There's an episode where a girl, I think she's selling Girl Scout cookies, but she has her first period. She has to use his bathroom, and then it's just her in the bathroom, and this is happening to her for the first time, and she doesn't understand it.
Oh,
and
no, she's freaking out.
And he's trying to help through the door, and it's just... Oh, yeah!
I've watched interviews with Larry David, and they would always play this game on writing, and writing is loose when it comes to the show because everyone looks at the creative process of Curb Your Enthusiasm and is kind of just perplexed by it.
Yeah.
Because it's very loose. But they would always ask themselves in the writer room, how do we make this worse? What's the worst possible thing that could happen after the last worst possible thing that could happen? And then they would just stack worst possible case scenarios on top of each other, have that go for about 30 minutes. That's an episode.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's such a good show.
Yeah. But speaking of movies, and that they just announced that they just resumed filming Rust today, and that's the movie with Alec Baldwin where they had the tragedy, and also more news on that as well.
Yeah, someone just texted us.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, good. So it has been verified.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us know at 77031 that charges against Alec Baldwin are going to be dropped in that Rust shooting, and that's according to the actor's attorneys.
Yeah.
See what power can get you?
Baldwin.
Okay, speaking of movies, though, real quick, are you guys Spider-Man fans of the Spider-Man universe movies?
I haven't seen the past few, but
you didn't see the last one?
Oh, that was good.
No.
Oh man,
I thought most people said that was the best, right?
Yeah, I loved it.
Is it on one of the services right now?
Do you have Disney Plus?
I saw the cartoon multiverse one.
That was good too.
Part of the problem, Bradshaw.
What are you talking about?
I say that jokingly. I'm surprised you didn't see that last Spider-Man
I
film.
would have loved to, but I'm a busy guy.
Well, if you have Disney
Where is
Plus,
it? Okay, I do have Disney Plus. Let's
well,
go.
Disney Plus announced the 3 original Spider-Man films starring Tobey Maguire will be available to watch starting Friday. The Amazing Spider-Man featuring Andrew Garfield as the web slinger will also hit the service Friday.
All right, but tell me, keep
Meanwhile,
going.
Spider-Man Homecoming with Tom Holland and Venom with Tom Hardy will swing onto Disney Plus on May 21st. Disney promised additional movies, and from Sony Pictures Library will premiere on Disney Plus later this year.
So with the original Spider-Man, there's a problem for me, and there's the first one. There's something that is so good about it, and it is that quote that is so often quoted, and I don't know where else it may have come from, but it was what Uncle Ben says: "With great power comes great responsibility." Which has, I just re-quoted it again earlier this week. Ross knew exactly what movie it came from. But so that's something great from it. But the thing that sucks from it is Tobey Maguire. Because I learned what a complete douchebag he is. And I believe if the movie the poker movie, Something's Game. It's a female.
Molly's Game.
Molly's Game. And it's kind of focused on a real DB Hollywood celebrity. And that's supposed to be Tobey Maguire.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that.
I see. That's always the case. I hate hearing that because Tobey Maguire looks like the sweet kid, right, in the movie, and then you find out he's just a total jerk.
Yeah.
All right. So, did you say Spider-Man Far From Home or Homecoming is coming to Disney Plus?
Homecoming.
Or did you? But nothing about No Way Home.
No. Spider-Man Homecoming, so there must be something with rights that they didn't get to it yet. Or
No, they're still making money off of No Way Home, and that's why it's not on Disney Plus because they own those rights. That's definitely their movie, but
they don't want to give up the money. Yeah,
people are still renting it. I know. I'm thinking about it right now.
Well, while you're thinking about that, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk to Brendan O'Connor, the bungalower himself, find out what you can plan to do this weekend here in Central Florida with beautiful weather on the way. And not only that, a brand spanking new keyword coming for you next. So keep it here on Real Radio 104.1.
Your shot at $1,000 is next. Brought to you locally by Mills Air. If you want a shot at $5,000, make sure you're listening to us on our free iHeartRadio app.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Getting reports of a new crash now on Goldenrod Road at Curry Ford Road. It is blocking the intersection and causing some delays here. The off-ramp is still closed from 4 eastbound to Maitland Boulevard due to an earlier crash. And we're still dealing with an earlier crash on International Drive at Jamaican Court, just south of Sand Lake. When you see traffic problems, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line. It's 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Bud Green.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa's new Rechargers are handcrafted energy drinks to help you power through your day. Made the way you want, iced or frozen, with natural sources of caffeine. Get energy for every day. Gotta have a Wawa.
This month, utility companies raised that rate another 4%. They're thinking about yet another rate increase. That's a bunch in a row, by the way. You can stop going along with these rate increases and go solar with Solar Bear. Solar Bear is the highest rated and reviewed solar company in the state, also locally owned and operated. That means no subcontractors, just their employees. These guys can help eliminate your power bill in 2023. Just visit solarbear.com today and get your free estimate. Find out what they can do for you. Might be a surprise, actually. Check it out right now. Also, 0 down, 0% interest, no payments for 12 months. With credit approval. Just say goodbye to your electric bill, but say hi to Solar Bear. SolarBear.com.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver." Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
In this week's Marketers Report, Patrizio Spagnoletto, Global Chief Marketing Officer Direct-to-Consumer for Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on building trust.
Trust is a really hard thing to build and a really easy thing to destroy, and we have to be very respectful about that. Our partnership with iHeart has really helped us build that trust and that relationship with the on-air talent.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
Power through every season with True Fuel, the ready-to-use engineered fuel for outdoor power equipment that lasts for years and provides true convenience, true performance, and true protection. True Fuel is ethanol-free and precision engineered to improve performance and extend the life of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and small generators. With True Fuel in the tank, you're always ready for yard work and everything Mother Nature decides to throw at you. True Fuel. Empower your equipment.
I had a radio listener call me after an accident. The insurance company offered him $700. He hired me that day and we recovered $100,000. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Potential clients may not obtain same or similar results. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
They're breaking all the rules at International Diamond Center this weekend. Extra savings on virtually everything. Friday through Sunday. Save up to 20% on all rings, all earrings, pendants, bracelets, bands. It's our semi-annual store-wide sale. Thousands of engagement ring mountings on sale. Plus an expanded selection of certified diamonds. And all new designer jewelry. All marked down for this. Plus, ask about special financing plans up to 3 years, 0 interest. Don't miss this spectacular savings opportunity. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only. And only at International Diamond Center. All 4 Orlando locations. On approved credit.
The internet can be an all-you-can-eat buffet for identity thieves.
So full.
Too many maiden names.
And social security numbers.
Where'd you find those?
By the password bar. Can't miss them.
LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss by monitoring your credit and bank statements. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year with promo code NEWS. Go to lifelock.com.
Speeding in work zones is not a vibe. But seriously, work zone speed limits are there for everyone's safety, including yours. Respect the cone zone by slowing down, putting away your phone, and giving workers a break. Because you know that driving safely is self-care. And we love that for you. And our roadway workers. We all deserve to make it home at the end of the day. Let's get everyone home safely, Florida. Brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Wassey's Meat Market for the lowest price on a big green egg.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BANK. B-A-N-K. Bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
There's only one place to watch this nonsense. At Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Question, you think Jimmy tossed his cookies while on the cruise? Also, Deborah, please come over and see my artwork. It's so prolific, I'm going nuts. Also, Jack, your Big Mac sauce, you were one fat AF at the time, and you hated me. I think you like me now? Sailing, sailing away.
Damn, Jack, you got me on that one, babe.
Yeah, sorry, Larry. 2 things. One is you had the wrong Christopher Cross song, and the second one is, no, I don't like you now. And I wasn't that fat. 3 things, I guess.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, the Jim part of the show. We'll be back tomorrow. We're playing Yacht Rock Thursday, Jack.
Yeah!
As an homage to his cruise.
That's right. All day long. Rejoins. Yacht Rock, baby.
Enjoy them. They're great. This is a great Christopher Cross song. Bank is your 4 o'clock keyword, B-A-N-K. Take that over to realradio.fm for your chance to be like Glenn yesterday in Orlando, picking up $1,000. And every Thursday at this time, we like to welcome in the provocateur, the benefactor of events in Central Florida. It's Brendan O'Connor, the bungalower himself. Yay!
Oh my God!
Yeah! How you doing?
Deb, I love seeing you at the head of this ship, Deb.
I gotta say, I like it myself there, Brendan.
El Capitana.
I like it. It looks good on you, girl.
Is it fit me?
Yeah, it's a good fit. Thanks for having me on. You know I love doing this.
Oh, we love having you on because you really do lay out a lot of really cool, different, unique things that folks can do over the weekend. And it means they don't have to do the work of going to the websites and finding it themselves. You've got it all listed out at bungalower.com. So what do you have for us to do this weekend? I know it's going to be beautiful weather.
Yeah, and actually, I have a story up. It's the main featured story on bungalower.com right now. You'll see an AI generated picture of Shrek smoking a joint in honor of 420.
You did that for me. You did that for me.
Well, the computer did it. I just art directed it.
Why is
and it's
this-
because there's an event tonight where they're actually screening Shrek, but to the Dark Side of the Moon soundtrack. And I guess apparently it meshes up just like
Wizard of Oz?
Yeah. Right? I had no idea. I'm actually loaning them my blow up screen as soon as I'm done here. It's the folks from Cholo Dogs, the Mexican hot dog purveyors,
which are
They're gonna be
delicious.
They're
Oh
pretty
my
good.
God, those are so good. You can pick them up at the Orlando City Exploria Stadium. They're over there, and that is the go-to eat for me at Exploria Stadium.
They sell beer too. It's actually a little bit faster to get a beer from them at the hot dog cart than it is over at in the rest of the line.
Look at that.
Just a little tip.
There you go.
No, tips and
Just a tip.
high Shrek.
Yeah.
I like it. Life's like an onion, man.
Yeah.
It's got layers,
Did you
dude.
puff up? Did you puff up before work, Ross?
Oh, God, no.
No? You guys can't do that there, eh?
Oh, no, unfortunately not.
Okay, good. Just
But that would
if
put
you
the
nod your
heart-
head if it's true.
That
Say
would
what
put-
you want for the radio, but I'm looking at you.
That would put the heart in iHeartMedia.
You gotta go. You gotta be on the road with me and John. Things happen when you're out in the streets.
Let's get it.
Yeah. And actually, speaking of, there's a 420 fest over in Sanford at the Joint, and that's the Hollerbox German restaurant. They have a weed themed eatery over
Yes.
at the West End Trading Company. They took over the kitchen, and now everything's kind of weed inspired. You
Monsters.
don't have to worry about getting dosed.
Yeah, the Monsters did a live broadcast from there this morning.
Did they
Yeah.
really? I recently saw something on CBS Sunday Morning about these like chef's creation, like these meals where like only 10 people sign up. Marijuana infused cooking is like, at least in New York City, it was taking off like wildfire.
But that is the easiest way to fall asleep with a snickerdoodle, hanging out of your mouth.
I covered one of those for Orlando Weekly back in the day, and it was like 6 courses, and
Yes.
everything had something that was infused. And I thought I was going to be able to drive home at the end, and I could not. I definitely fell asleep in the Uber. It was a lot.
A man's got to know his limitations.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I
exactly.
didn't. Like, if you put a big plate of macaroni and cheese in front of me, I'm going to eat it. But if you tell me it's laced in weed, like, I also can't say no. Weed, macaroni, and cheese, yes.
Can you just blend it? Can we just make this quicker? Put it in a smoothie. Let me drink this.
Just rub it on my face. Yeah. I need it in me. There's a Hunchback of Notre Dame concert. It's all the music from Hunchback of Notre Dame at the Dr. Phillips Performing Arts Center. That's tonight, 7 p.m. That could be super fun if you want a little date.
Yeah.
You could also go there after you do a 420 visit too. It might be even more fun. I'm going to a journalism safety summit in the morning. It's for journalists to be a little bit safer in today's world. And I just wanted to give a heads up in case there's any bloggers or, radio personalities that want to get some tips about how to exist in this world with some safety tips.
That's where we're at, huh? That's where we're at.
I feel attacked.
You know what? I do too. I wrote, we kind of helped break that seafood story earlier this week. I don't know if y'all have covered that.
No, what? Tell us.
I don't know if I want to open it up on this station, but a very popular seafood restaurant, it has jumped on that no Bud Light train, and we helped write about it. And I will tell you, I am very happily headed towards the Journalism Safety Summit tomorrow morning.
Really? Yeah, we covered it here too, but
oh yeah, craziness.
well,
and then
Anheuser-Busch.
also-
Anheuser-Busch is starting getting death threats. They've had to call law enforcement to several of their facilities. One of their breweries on also was threatened with a bomb threat.
Craziness. Yep. That's why I'm incognito today.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not in drag. I don't want to trigger anybody. The record store day is tomorrow. If y'all are into vinyl.
Oh, that always pops up on me.
That's a good day.
That's me.
If you're a little overwhelmed or out of the scene, you don't know where to go, we have an interactive map up on bungalower.com of all of the local record shops. And then I even have, if you scroll down, you can see some of the deals that those record shops have posted on Instagram. We just embedded it in the post. You can see what they're doing. I think the biggest event is going to be at Park Ave CDs. They're going to be there all day, 8 a.m. until 11 p.m. They're going to have like DJs outside. They're going to have food trucks. They're going to make it a whole thing. So definitely stop by there. Maybe even just to start your day. Go there nice and early. They're actually doing reservations. So if you want to go shopping in the shop, they still have some openings. You can go just click the link on our story in bungalower.com or over on their Instagram or on their website. Sign up for a little window of time to go in and get your hard to find records before they open it to the public. And it's going to be.
Do believe you have planned Slicks Saturday, so thank you.
Absolutely, that's what I'm going to be doing.
Exactly.
I saw you looking it up right there. Thank you for the clip.
Yes.
There's a lot of shops. It's hard to keep track of them all. I think we even had a couple. There's one in Kissimmee. We put some Claremont ones in there. There's some good shops that are just a little bit further from downtown that will likely have a little bit less traffic.
Exactly. And maybe a little bit, that niche record that you're looking for, that piece of vinyl you just haven't been able to find. If you're willing to make it a day trip and just kind of go vinyl shopping all over Central Florida, you've already given them the map with the stores that are going to be doing it.
It's all there, all in one spot for y'all. I'm here to help.
You're such a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, I've been called that.
I bet you have. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, only when we're playing Twister. Saturday, Run for the Trees. Have you heard of this run before? You all are runners, right?
Yeah. I'm
Ross
busy
and-
Saturday, but
Ross is a runner. I'm a biker.
Okay.
I'm a lounger.
That's the same. But I won't live. We just won't be living as long. We should start jogging.
Have you seen the world?
Sounds like
You're going to a journalism safety workshop on Saturday. I'm going to stick with lounging.
All right, you're right.
As Jack
There's a
says,
run, it's called,
we're doomed.
we are doomed, but at least we'll be smiling. It's called Run for the Trees, the Jeanette Genius McKean Memorial 5K. It's a very long name, but it's cool because you get to run through the Genius Preserve, which is it used to be a public park. It's on the other side of Lake Virginia from Rollins College. They kind of run it now. And it's like a historic orange orchard that's full of peacocks. And it only opens up to the public during this run. And so the route takes you through it, but you can also kind of like pretend you're running and just get a look at it yourself and just take a little stroll. Park up the street and then walk through it. They had to close it to the public back in the day because somebody was killing peacocks with crossbows. And so they just closed
my gosh.
The whole park down and then made it a private preserve. So
Yep.
it's
Staying a lounger.
a little drama.
I mean,
it's a little intrigue.
Can you believe that we just turned around and gave that guy an afternoon talk radio show from 3 to 7 p.m.? We even called it the Jim Colbert Show.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Always, allegedly.
Because that
I
is
learned
the
that.
most Jim activity I could draw up. Shooting peacocks with a crossbow. Oh, yeah. That's a Colbert.
I guess
move.
it was some kid.
Yeah.
Who's just out there shooting at things.
That's
And then,
awful.
peacocks. They're basically big target partridges.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just opening that target behind him. They just go for it. Got excited.
Get us one more.
Orlando Taco Festival. It's over at Icon Park. Tons of tacos all day. Walk around. I was out there last night hitting up Old Red after I hit the beer spa. And then I had to go get some carbs in me. I didn't trust myself to drive home after drinking beer in the beer at the beer spa.
I don't blame you. That's a whole lot of beer.
Hey, with the beer spa, how much beer? So, yeah, there's a spa, And the jacuzzi is like beer based.
Yeah, it's like unfermented beer. It's all of the things that are in beer, but it's not fermented, so it's not sticky,
and it's not alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic, but
Okay.
it's like hops and things, and there's essential oils and things in the hops that are really good for your skin. It's really sexy. You can fit 2 people in your tub, or you can each have your own tub.
That's one way to maybe get your man to go to the spa is tell him he's going to be in a jacuzzi filled with beer.
Yeah, Scotty, my gay boyfriend, got slammered. Way too much beer
in the beer tub.
Couldn't handle it because you could pour. You have your own tap.
Oh.
It's like his dream come true. He didn't know how to stop.
You should have led with that.
All right, there he is, Brendan O'Connor himself, bungalower.com. That's BUNGALOWER.com for all of these events that he mentioned and more. As always, Brendan, thank you so much. You have a great weekend.
Thanks. Have fun, y'all, and be nice to each other.
You too, and be safe and have fun at that safety seminar.
All right. Can't tell me what to do.
Have a Bud Light.
Have a Bud Light, exactly. All right, we're going to take a quick break. It's time, don't forget to enter keyword BANK, B-A-N-K, at realradio.fm for your chance to win $1,000, and we'll be right back on The Jim Colbert Show, so keep it on Real Radio 104.1. Bungalower brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don, Saturdays at 9 here on Real Radio 104.1. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law, clausmanlaw.com.
Earlier crash on the ramp from 4 eastbound to Maitland Boulevard. It still has the ramp blocked, so continue to avoid this area if you could. We are getting reports of a crash now on 192 at Nova Road, which is causing some delays in the area. Still had that earlier crash on Goldenrod Road at Curry Ford Road, which is causing delays there as well. See traffic problems? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line. It's 866-676-8477 with traffic on Bud Green.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa's new rechargers are handcrafted energy drinks to help you power through your day. Made the way you want, iced or frozen, with natural sources of caffeine. Get energy for every day. Gotta have a Wawa.
Tools Ace Hardware has all the best brands in grilling and outdoor cooking, from Traeger, Big Green Egg, Weber, Napoleon, and of course Uni pizza ovens as well. Come check out the new Traeger Flat Rock Griddle, now in stock at most Tools Ace Hardware locations. This griddle is fueled with propane, and it will open up a whole new world of griddling, frying, steaming, sautéing, the entire time delivering the innovation and premium quality that Traeger is known for. Plus, previous model Traeger Timberline pellet grills are on now $700 off while supplies last. Simply visit one of their 12 Central Florida locations or shop online at acehardware.com. That way you can get free assembly and local delivery on grills $3.99 and up. And remember, when you want to be outside, the grill is the king of your back porch. Make sure you go to Tools Ace Hardware for the best brands out there. Again, it's Traeger, Big Green Egg, Weber, and Napoleon. Visit one of their 12 Central Florida locations or shop online at acehardware.com and get free assembly and local delivery on grills $3.99 and up. It's Tools Ace, the backyard place.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Marco's Pizza.
If you ride a motorcycle in Florida, someone can hit you and hurt you and legally not have insurance to pay you. Uninsured motorist coverage can help save you from financial ruin. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine, and our team is a triple threat to big insurance companies.
Don't settle with the insurance companies for a fraction of what your case is worth. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Get your free case review right now. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
Ocean Bank is coming to Orlando. Visit us online and start your journey today. Ocean Bank. Member FDIC.
Get ready to roll through McDonald's with the crew. Free up those cup holders, because any size, any flavor is the vibe, and you're getting all the drinks. Make it a tasty frozen Coke, a fun frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, a cool frozen Sprite Limonade, a delicious Southern-style sweet tea, or a bold McCafe iced coffee. So many flavors. Any size is just $1.99. There are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, and Limonade are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
When we made our McDonald's Spicy Chicken McNuggets, you were praise hands emoji. Then we ran out, and you were streaming tears emoji. Now they're back, so you can be grinning face with sweat emoji. Order ahead on the McDonald's app.
But they're only back for a limited time, so make like a lightning emoji and get yours fast. Order ahead on the app and get 30% off when you spend $5 or more using mobile order and pay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid 4/1/23 through 4/30/23 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Limited time only. Excludes tax.
International Diamond Center's store-wide spring sale is here. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Save up to 20% store-wide and get up to 36 months zero-interest financing. Don't miss this once-a-year sale. Best prices and an expanded selection. This weekend only at International Diamond Center.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-334-2266. That's 800-334-2266. 800-334-2266.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask God to come and have fellowship with you. Open yourself to the Holy Spirit and ask Him to minister to you.
Listen to Meditative Prayers on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Are you offended yet? Obviously, we're only kidding. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. Thank you again for spending some of your time with us. We really do appreciate it. The Jim part of the Jim Colbert Show, he'll be back tomorrow. In the meantime, you've got Deb, Jack, Ross, and Slick. And your 4 o'clock keyword is bank, B-A-N-K. Take that over to realradio.fm for your chance to win $1,000. Also, don't forget, we're still doing the tacos for talkbacks.
That's right. Everyone who sends a talkback automatically entered. And on Fridays, we draw 5 winners. Each will receive $25 in Tijuana Flats cash. And that's all to promote the great things happening at Tijuana Flats, our friends, because every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Tijuana Flats, they have 2 for $20 weekends. And it's a limited time where you get 2 entrees, 2 drinks, and an appetizer for just $20 every weekend at Tijuana Flats. So tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, you can get 2 entrees, 2 drinks, and an app for $20. It's a limited time only. Check it out. And also send those talkbacks, and you're automatically registered for some Tijuana Flats cash.
And you don't have to hear the talkbacks on the air in order to be registered. Everyone who enters a talkback is entered into this contest. So if you've sent a talkback in sometime this week, you're in the contest just as much as anyone else. Coming up in a little bit, we're going to do Colbert Court with attorney Glenn Klausman. And then at 5 o'clock, we're going to talk to Seminole County Head of Emergency Management, Alan Harris, about this morning's early morning alert and what that means for those folks over there. Someone did just text us at 77031. I haven't verified it yet, but did say that the Florida Department of Emergency Management has ended their contract with the software company after that early morning text message. Oh. Okay, we were, are you guys looking forward to any movies this summer?
Movies this summer, yes.
What movie are you the most anticipating?
Number 1?
Yes.
I think it's called Oppenheimer.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say it's called Oppenheimer.
Okay. What is that?
That's about the building of the atomic bomb.
Yeah, but it's by one of my personal favorite movie directors, it's Chris Nolan.
Yeah.
And even though Tenet needed way too many drugs to try to understand, and there's an argument to say that it never really did, Chris Nolan, you're talking about some World War II history once again.
Yeah.
He's got you there, right?
I'm about it.
I watched one of his movies a couple weeks ago that I didn't realize how old it was because if you asked me, I would have said, "Oh, that came out like 3-4 years ago." Interstellar.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
9 years ago that came out.
Wow.
Already?
Oh, wow.
I was so excited for that movie. Did you like it?
I did, yeah.
Are there any movies you're into?
It wasn't. It was good.
It was good.
It
I
wasn't
agree.
great.
Yeah.
But I went for the ride. I like it. I like Matthew McConaughey. Did a great job. It was fun.
Is there any movies you're looking forward to this summer?
So here's the deal. Not that I know of. I saw a preview for Oppenheimer. I was like, oh, that's one I'm interested in seeing.
Okay.
But then I forgot it existed until Ross just mentioned it.
I also want to see Barbie.
Yeah, I want to see Barbie
I've
as
heard
well.
great things about that, but now I'm starting to wonder if the hype is
worth it.
Is fake? I mean, there's so much hype that says this is supposed to be so good. I'm wondering, how's that going to live up to this now?
Slick, how about you? Any movies you're really looking forward to this summer? Because I'm mentioning this because Fandango has just come out with their list of the most anticipated movies of the summer.
I don't know exactly when this is being released, but that next, the Flash movie, I really want to see that.
Yep.
And I really want to see it because Michael Keaton's back in a Batman outfit, and I really want to see that. And I've never in my entire life been excited about a DC movie.
It's interesting you mentioned that because all of the movies you mentioned are on the list.
Oh,
so
wow.
topping the list, though, is the animated sequel, Spider-Man
Yes.
Across the Spider-Verse.
That's the right answer.
So that's
Did you see the first one?
Which one?
The Spider-Man, the Sony Spider-Man.
Didn't we just have this conversation?
No, this is a different one. You would love
See,
that.
that's
film.
the problem. I can't follow all these Spider-Man. I don't know how many people play Spider-Man, and then you got the cartoon versions, and then multiverse, so everyone's a Spider-Man.
Well, after Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse,
I can't keep track.
Is followed by Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Oh, wait, we're going Part 1, Part 2 in the Mission Impossible.
Exactly. And this is the jet one, right?
I mean, spoiler, right? We know there's a sequel.
That's in second place. Third place is the movie Slick wants to see. That's DC's The Flash.
Yes.
That's in third.
Supposedly that's getting good reviews.
That was there was a leaked photo of Keaton. I don't even know if it was leaked because it was pretty high quality, but Keaton's face in the bat suit, it was pretty awesome.
I bet. Rounding out the top 5 is Transformers: Rise of the Beasts and The Little Mermaid. Now that's the top 5. Also on the list, though, is Fast 10. So look for more road takeovers in a neighborhood near you.
I'd rather watch the Little Mermaid movie.
Barbie comes after Fast 10. Then it's Oppenheimer.
Yeah, that's my number 1.
Haunted Mansion. And
Again?
then, yeah, I don't believe this one has Eddie Murphy in it, though. This remake, I don't believe so. And then being last on the list is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem.
Oh, they got another one?
I did not even know. Are you looking forward to seeing that one, Ross? Because you were a big Mutant Ninja Turtle guy when you were growing up, right?
No.
No?
No, I wasn't too big into Ninja Turtles. I was all right with them.
None of those are going to get... Oh, I can't say that now.
What are you going to say?
I was going to say none of those would get me to go to the movie theater.
Oh.
I could wait any of those
For
out
streaming?
For streaming. But...
I think that's where Haunted Mansion is.
Since I got an AMC gift card for my birthday, chances are maybe I will go see some of those in the movie.
It's different when it's on someone else's dime, right?
Hell yeah. No, that's my love language.
Exactly.
I'm going to try my best for this last time of this span of time that I haven't gone into the movie theaters to go see a movie, for this to be the longest I've ever gone. Because this past Saturday, went to the movie theater, and man, it was borderline magical watching that Mario Brothers movie in a theater with families. Everyone's laughing.
Yeah, that would be the experience. That's like you forget how much that used to weigh in on your experience of going to the movies.
Short of Oppenheimer, maybe Mario Brothers is the only movie. I'm more excited to see that.
Yeah, the Mario Brothers.
And that's already Mario.
Yeah, Mario.
Mario.
There, Mario.
Ah.
You put a W in there somewhere.
Wario.
Wario's fine. You nailed that.
Wario. Nailed it. Mario. Wario. Right?
Yeah, but then you slip down in this Mario thing, and it just is nails on a board.
So while Jack is practicing his Mario, we're going to take a little break.
She said it like that.
Oprah.
She said it like a substitute teacher.
Write it on the board 100 times.
Exactly. Jack, get to that, please. I want you to write it on the board 100 times. Both
It doesn't
ways.
matter. It's spelled the same way. It's how I pronounce it,
But
Mario.
with each pronunciation, with each writing, I want you to pronounce it out loud.
Mario.
Very good, Jack. You get a gold star. Listen, you still have time to enter that 4 o'clock keyword bank. We want you to get some bank. BANK to realradio.fm for your chance to be like Glenn yesterday, winning $1,000. We're going to take a quick break and come back with Colbert Court on Real Radio 104.1.
420 Fundamentals. Triple check the dosage. Because you can't unring that bell.
I'm gonna go lay down for a while. Dude, we're still at work.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
Hey everybody, good Thursday to you. Jamie King here, Fox 35 Storm Center. Just want to freshen up the forecast details as we approach midday here on this Thursday, right here in Central Florida. Hope you're having a good one so far. Looking nice, breezy, dry. Looks like we'll hit highs of about 84 today. East winds at 10 to 20. Mostly clear, cool, quiet, dry tonight, 64. Light winds. On our Friday, a high of 85, a rain chance at about 20%, and on Saturday, a hotter high at 90, and an afternoon rain chance at 20%. For Fox 35, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King.
This report is sponsored by Florida Prepaid College Savings Plans. 76% of parents save for college in 2022. Now you can too. Their one-year university plan is their most affordable plan, starting at $45 a month. Open enrollment ends April 30th. Find your plan today.
FAS Windows and Doors is the company to use to make your house feel better and look better. You know what they can do? Get rid of those single-pane aluminum frame windows and get you double-insulated vinyl windows. That'll save you money, make your AC work less, make your house look better and feel better. And I tell you, man, they can do it for you fast. Their showroom, easy to find. Fairbanks and I-4, slide in, pick out the windows that you love, have them installed by their pros, and your house will never, ever be the same. And they can even do that for you in the door as well. Book your consultation today easily at faswd.com.
Hi, welcome to the IKEA Earth Month sale. We want to help inspire you to live a more sustainable life at home.
Oh, how?
We've got savings on faucets that can help conserve water, energy-efficient appliances, and more. It's good for your home and your wallet.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of good.
And with all the offers from our spring sale, you can save even more. Hurry into your local IKEA store or go to ikea-usa.com/earthmonth before the sale ends. Offer valid dates may vary. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary by store and online. See store on ikea-usa.com for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
And now, everybody who's fueled by your local Circle K. There's flower shop owners, neighborhood bakers, awesome food truck sandwich makers, gearheads, mighty motorheads, farmers and their farmsteads, life-saving physicians and head-banging musicians, that guy who helps you change your spare, and rock star nurses. The people we rely on every day are fueled by Circle K. Every single day, fueled by Circle K.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Tobacco-Free Florida has many free ways to help you quit nicotine. From free 2-week starter kits of quit aids to free cessation services like Phone Quit and Group Quit. We're even trying out new motivational tactics.
You're the greatest quitter. He's tobacco's greatest quitter. He's tobacco's greatest quitter of all.
Or maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
Hear that? That's the sound of someone experiencing Marco's new bold Magnifico pizzas. Enjoy 2 kinds of pepperoni on the Pepperoni Magnifico. Revel in Old World sausage on the new Sausage Magnifico. And rejoice in harmonious layers of savory pepperoni and sausage on the new Ultimate Magnifico. Try new Magnifico pizzas starting at $9.99 at Marcos.com. Marcos. Pizza lovers, get it. Price and participation may vary. See store for details.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Ricardo, quote, "This is one of the greatest inventions ever. I know this may sound like I'm exaggerating, but this sucker is amazing. The first time I did it, I couldn't believe what came out of my sinuses. I could breathe with ease. My wife just bought one too. Thank you for this product," unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Some people don't do well under pressure. At Northern Tool and Equipment, we do it best. Whether you're spraying down the shop or getting the winter grime off your house, a Northern Tool pressure washer says you're serious about spring cleaning. From an all-electric power horse to a Honda-powered North Star, we'll help you build your perfect cold or hot water package with all the chemicals, attachments, and everything you need for the job ahead. Northern Tool and Equipment. We're made for this. Come see us in store or shop online at northerntool.com.
Real radio, real radio, 104.1. You're listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
You're right about that beer spa. That place is fantastic. The one over there off of I Drive. Ooh. I took my girl there for our anniversary surprise. I didn't know, since I'm a man, that you bring swimsuits to a spa. Yeah, we showed up, did that stuff in the nude.
Rob, didn't you? Hey, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Thank you for spending part of your Thursday with us, y'all. We always appreciate it. Hope you take that keyword BANK, B-A-N-K, over to realradio.fm for your chance to win $1,000. We would really love to give you some of that money. Jack just killing it with Yacht Rock Thursday, man.
He's jamming.
So Michael McDonald, you can always, here we go.
Yeah, I'm going to be there.
And he was doing backups on the Christopher Cross song we heard earlier. You hear him in Steely Dan songs.
I know, he was.
Michael McDonald is all over you.
He was, absolutely. Love him. Like I said, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. You've got Deb, Jack, Ross, and Slick, and every Thursday at this time we do a little something called Colbert Court.
What you are listening to is real. Well, sort of. The participants are not actors. That's a fact. This is, however, a real case that will be decided here in our forum. The Colbert Court.
But this time, Colbert Court is going to be a little different. Instead of the members of the show being the ones who are going to hear the case and decide it, we're going to solicit it to you, our listeners. Today, you get to be the attorneys, and on the line is going to be two public gift cards for $20 each. So if you've never called Colbert Court or won on any of our contests before, we really want to open this up to some new people. Give us a call at 407-916-1041, and then we'll Glenn, I guess, is going to be your attorney mentor, and he's going to ultimately make the decision of whether or not you get to be a lawyer.
But again, we've done Santa Clausman before.
Yes.
We've had plenty of listeners who've won Publix gift cards courtesy of Clausman Law. And we just want to we want someone new to join for today's segment. Actually, two new people. And you get to be the lawyer.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to get the details of the case, and then, Glenn, what are you looking for? What kind of attorney are you looking for?
I'm looking for someone that'll help me out with this one. We'll spread the joy around. We'll listen to what they have to say. This is a potential case, an actual facts.
Really?
Oh, yes. This is someone who's called in, and I've got to decide whether or not to pursue it for him, and what the likely outcome might be.
And that's funny because I didn't think that Glenn. I always thought Glenn was doing this out of the kindness of his heart. He's really looking for cheap labor.
Yeah. Which I will be more than happy to provide.
There you go. Look, you even get Faticus Inch to help you out.
We got to have him help us out, yeah.
Yeah, you do. So it is an interesting case. I mean, I did look over some of the details of it. We'll read those details for you once we do get our listeners who are on the line helping us out. Other than that, how's life?
Everything's great.
Yeah.
Everything's great.
I've been wondering, though, how is that new law, that new tort reform law that changed how, personal injury attorneys like yourself are paid, how has that affected your business?
Well, it's made me more careful about cases that I may not want to spend a lot of time on if I know there's not going to be a recovery because the law has changed. It's also prevented me from helping some people that are getting cheated on their collision coverage claims, like I helped Jack.
Right.
Because the people would have to pay for my time to get involved in doing it, and by the time they do that, it would cost them more than they're being cheated.
By 2 days, I was able to get in before. Just the timing of this is amazing to me. And had I been 2 days later, it would have been a game changer for what my experience and the outcome and the result that Glenn got me.
I remember just the shock in this room alone when it went from, making a phone call, I think I'm being jerked around, to lawsuit filed tomorrow. And of course, because I'd been following what'd been going on in the legislative session in Tallahassee, I wasn't surprised knowing that this was one of the governor's biggest agenda items going into this legislative session. He had talked about it months before it even started.
Yeah, so he said he wants to bring more business to Florida. He thought this would help bring more business to Florida, and we can see how business-oriented he is with what he's doing at Walt Disney World. So.
Which, Chris Christie just, I mentioned that yesterday, came out at some conservative event saying he didn't think he was a true conservative, and then your 8th House member here in Florida has just thrown their support behind Donald Trump. So, again, not a very warm welcome, even here in Florida. And it's starting nationally. People are starting to say the words of it's fizzling out before he's even had a chance to officially announce a run, which, of course, is expected to be the first thing he does after the legislative session ends in early May, once they pass the state budget, which is the only thing, according to the Florida Constitution, they have to do. So it'll be interesting to see the machinations politically, how they move.
Yeah.
In the next couple of weeks.
Yep. Couple more weeks to Florida session too.
Are we have our listeners all lined up and ready to go?
Slick?
We do. We have our attorneys.
Oh, we have our attorneys.
Who are they?
Terrific.
Okay, on line 2 we have attorney Jessica, and on line 3 we have attorney Garrett.
Jessica, how are you?
Amazing, Deb. How are you? Hey, guys.
Hey, Jessica.
Hi, Garrett. How are you?
I'm very good. How are y'all doing?
Oh, good. All right.
I'm chilling, Playboy.
That's Faticus Inch in the house.
All right. So you're going to read the case situation right now. Is that how this works? Okay, I'm just going to bring them down. You guys hang in there and keep listening.
Yeah, so Jessica and Garrett, make sure you guys pay very close attention because you are going to be the ones that Glenn is going to decide whether or not you get to have this case. Okay, here we go. Junior is 18 and is following his buddy on their bicycles going to his buddy's house. It's daylight, and Buddy is about 50 yards ahead of Junior, and they're riding on the sidewalk of a 4-lane divided road. They approach the exit ramp to I-4 where cars on the exit ramp have a red light. There are 3 lanes coming off the exit ramp, 2 to turn left and 1 to turn right. The woman driver in the middle lane waves Junior across. As Junior starts to cross, though, a car drives up in the right turn lane and starts to turn right, thereby striking Junior on his bicycle.
Oh, Junior, no.
Junior's leg is injured. He can't put any weight on it, but there is no laceration. The driver pulls over and shows Junior his driver's license and insurance card, and Junior snaps a photo. The driver tells Junior the police do not need to be called and his insurance will take care of everything. Junior's buddy comes back and they call Junior's mother to come pick up Junior to take him to the emergency room. Junior, Jessica, and Garrett wants you to be his attorney. Do you take the case? And what do you feel the outcome will be? So we'll do ladies first. Jessica, you go ahead and argue what you feel. If first of all, would you take this case? And if you did, what do you think the outcome is going to be?
So I would take the case, and just by listening to your description of the layout, I guess you could say, because normally the right lane has the right of way of making a right, not the left lane, 1. And 2, the fact that the police were not called and there were injuries and it was an actual collision with a pedestrian, I think that that's another, impediment on that case as well.
All right, Glenn, any more questions for Jessica?
I mean, that's an impediment. How do you think that's going to affect the case?
So I would assume, as not being a lawyer, but just in general, that it's going to affect the junior who was hit. It's going to affect his outcome because he did not file a police report, so he only has a he say, she say, and a picture of a license.
Yeah.
That's a difficult.
Yeah, no witnesses.
Do we want to check with our other counselor?
Yeah.
All right, Jessica, we're going to put you on hold again. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Now we're going to hear the arguments from Garrett. Garrett, what would first the question that Glenn wants to know is, would you take the case? And if you took the case, what do you think the outcome is going to be?
So just to confirm, the case is to represent Junior.
That's right. Junior wants you to be his attorney, but like you just heard Jessica say, it's not an easy case.
Great first question, though, Garrett.
Exactly. Poor Junior, man.
Yeah.
Garrett's already like, hell no, I'm not taking this thing.
I don't think that I would. I don't believe the outcome will. I don't think it'll play out in his favor. There was no police report. He was crossing lanes of traffic, kind of, in my opinion, putting him at fault. I don't think I would take the case.
Wow. So we have a one wouldn't take the case and one who would take the case and thinks that she could get a win for Junior. Under this new tort reform law, Glenn, I know this changes things drastically. Thank you, Garrett. We appreciate it.
Well, hang on, Garrett.
Hang on, Garrett.
Yeah.
Hang on, Garrett. He's got questions.
Still there,
Let
Garrett?
me put Garrett back up. There we go.
Hey, Garrett, still there?
Yeah, man.
So remember, though, that the driver who turned right would have had a red light. Does that help at all to change your mind? Or still?
Right, would have had a red light.
Yeah, the driver who pulls up in the right turn lane has a red light, but then he continues to go just as Junior's riding his bike in front of him.
I think I'm losing you.
Oh,
okay. Let's put him on hold.
All right.
Yeah, and actually, when I heard it, that was the first thing that stood out as the main thing that says the driver is wrong. They had a red light,
Right.
which is stop. Even on right on red.
Right.
Stop if safe. Proceed. Stop. There's a pedestrian there.
Right.
You hit the pedestrian. It's your fault.
Okay. Now, though, we did get some interesting text messages that bikes are also vehicles and they shouldn't be on sidewalks. So would it make a difference if Junior was walking his bike?
No,
across?
especially in Florida, you are allowed to have your bike on the either on the street or in on a sidewalk.
And you would know that because
Yes.
you're an avid cyclist. And as I'm reading it, I do believe that it says that he was walking across. So
No, he was on his bike. He was on his bike when he got hit. I wonder what Thaddeus thinks about all this.
Oh, man. I believe this should have been a little bit harder.
Oh, this is more difficult.
I'll say.
Because
Exactly.
This is the first time Glenn is in the same room with our
Oh,
counselor.
that's right,
Faticus.
Glenn. Normally, Faticus is on the other side of the glass.
Under glass.
So really
Yeah, where he
soak
should
in
be.
this opportunity to obtain this level of confidence. Because God, do I feel good about this.
Hey. All right. Give it to us, Faticus.
I believe the hairpin decision of having no police officer show up is playing somewhat of a bigger role than all three of you guys are picking up on. I
Yeah.
believe insurance companies kind of can't really get involved with your car insurance if police officers are not present at the scene. That rules car insurance out the window. Goodbye. Just like a good smelling pie in an old school cartoon. All of that steam, all of them scents just leaving out the window. That's your car insurance, like a blueberry pie.
Yes.
So
Our Southern fried attorney. Thank you, Faticus.
So
420 day.
I believe that you could sue, but you're not going to get into the car insurance themselves.
I think, well, you do get at least the $10,000 of personal injury that they're going to cover the medical expenses.
That's his own insurance.
Oh, that's his own.
If
Okay.
his- yeah, but that,
All right.
yeah.
But also, no, they do. You do not need police present for that because in my situation, there was no police presence, and then we
And
got them to pay.
Not only that, sorry,
Oh,
Slick, real
no,
quick.
you're
Not
good.
only that, they
I
don't
was
have
wrong.
they don't have a police report, but what they would have would be something from the emergency room when he was treated by a physician. So they would have at least that legal document to list the injuries and how they were sustained or what the doctor felt.
There's no doubt how the injuries were sustained. The problem is who's at fault here.
Right.
That's the problem, and
Well,
that's why you call the police.
Yeah, but okay, but how is it not the driver of the vehicle that hit the pedestrian?
Well, the driver of the vehicle that hit the pedestrian is, I assume, is going to claim that he looked and the Junior was not coming, that he'd be able to cross before Junior got there, and Junior just kept coming when he shouldn't have. That's what the driver's going to
Again, it's a red light.
It's a red light.
And if
Yep,
you
yep.
have a red light in that direction, if you're crossing, that means that is when you get the cross symbol when it's safe to cross.
Yeah, in a perfect world. In a perfect world.
Slick, what do you think?
So back in the days, I had a similar occurrence where I was turning into a street. I got waved on and I was turning into the street, but a car was illegally trying to bypass traffic by driving down the bicycle lane.
Oh.
Right? And smacked right into me. And he was saying the same thing, like, hey, I'll pay, we'll take care of this. Here's my insurance card, blah, 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 blah. And me, like a dummy, I fell for it. And then come to find out that the insurance wasn't valid. And the police are like, hey, and I never called the police, but after the fact I tried, and they're like, hey, at this point, you have to personally sue that person.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's if you don't call the police initially and fill out an actual police report,
right,
you might find yourself in a situation where you have to go directly at the person that you had the accident with.
And herein lies the rub, right, with this new law, whereas Glenn may have taken his chance, a month ago on this case because he may have been able to get something for Junior or at least something, for his time. Now it's such that Junior, before he can even walk in.
Yeah, the problem we have is the police not being called.
Right.
If this fella had a dash camera, it would have shown what he did that was wrong. trying to get it now from him. If he's got it, he may not even admit having it. If the police were called, the police would have seen he had a dash camera. The police would have asked him to look at the dash camera to see exactly what happened. It's a tough case because of the change in the law. Because if we put a lot of time and effort into this case and end up going to trial, spend 50, 60, 70 hours working it up, going to trial, paying for the doctors to come in to testify, and the jury determines that Junior was more than 50% at fault, then
nobody
we get
gets
nothing.
anything.
We get nothing.
Yeah.
So that's why, in the past, if the jury would have determined he's 55% at fault, he would get 45% of what the jury awarded to him. But now it becomes more difficult. In this particular case, if I do take it, I would also blame the person who waved him across.
Right. Someone else had mentioned that on the texting service, saying they're partially liable.
Yeah, well, and by doing that, when the jury is asked to divide up percentages of fault, they may put some percentage of fault on that person also, which would then hopefully make it better for Junior that the number that he's determined to be at fault isn't as high.
Well, it may not look as good for Junior, but for Jessica and Garrett, can we say they can have their Publix gift cards?
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, Jessica and
Garrett.
Garrett, call back.
And thanks both of you for getting involved and trying to help out with this. It's an interesting scenario, and if the law was different and if it happened a month ago instead of happening now, it'd be a totally different evaluation of the case.
Well, but the one thing that doesn't change is the fact that you're still, we can say this, one of the best personal injury attorneys in the entire city.
Yeah.
Every single one of us in this room has used your services.
Yeah, but to Glenn's point and what's going to happen, and I was just thinking about this as I was driving last night, and I saw one of those billboards. They call them the billboard attorneys with these. When you saw people in support of this tort reform, thinking that, oh, yeah, I see all of those amounts of 1.9 million, this and that, and they think it's out of control. Well, if you find yourself in an accident and you do not have to be at fault,
right?
But to get justice, you're going to have to sue, and you are going to find out how suddenly the odds are no longer in your favor, or they're just less in your favor than they once were. It's going to be a lot of people facing situations like Junior here, and attorneys facing situations like, I just can't risk, putting in that investment of time and money without, a better chance of getting an outcome. And it's going to be sad days ahead.
And it's not even just car accidents. It's you're being screwed over by your contractor,
We're
putting
doomed.
on a new roof. It's any time for that. But Glenn,
let me tell you a little secret too about the billboard lawyers and the numbers you see up on the billboards. I can guarantee you that probably 2/3 or 3/4 of those numbers are settlements,
right?
Where the insurance companies have agreed to pay those amounts. Those aren't trials. A lot of those are settlements. So it may be a big number to you, but it's a number that the insurance company agreed to pay to compensate those folks for their damages.
Plus, nobody told you what they had to give up to get that big money. Nobody told you if they actually saw that money in their pocket.
True, also.
But it's
or
unfortunate.
what lifelong injuries that they're going to be dealing with because of that.
And I think more
accident.
importantly, just because they found the billboards to be unsavory, to change the law, that ends up hurting so many more people than it's really going to end up helping. It's just, to me, it's the antithesis of what we send them there to do, right? It's supposed to make the laws that take care of the people of the state that that you're representing. But as always, we do appreciate you coming in.
Thanks so much. So
if you've been in an accident, car, motorcycle, truck, it doesn't matter. Give Glenn a call. Be like Junior. At least take that step. 407-917-1718, or check him out online at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN law.com. In a wreck, call Klausman.
Thanks so much, Deborah.
You got it. Have a great weekend. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, not only do we have a new keyword for you, but we're also going to be talking to Seminole County Head of Emergency Management, Alan Harris. So we'll do that next. So keep it on the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Your shot at $1,000 is next. Brought to you locally by Mills Air. If you want a shot at $5,000, make sure you're listening to us on our free iHeartRadio app.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Earlier crash on Goldenrod Road southbound approaching Curry Ford Road is still blocking the right turn lane, so plan on a few extra minutes here. And we're still dealing with that earlier crash on the ramp from Fort eastbound to Maitland Boulevard. Looks like that's been moved off to the shoulder. We're still seeing heavy delays in both directions of I-4 as you approach 429. No troubles to report on 408 or 417. See traffic problems? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line, 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Bud Green.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa's new Rechargers are handcrafted energy drinks to help you power through your day. Made the way you want, iced or frozen, with natural sources of caffeine. Get energy for every day. Gotta have a Wawa.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. Visit millsair.com.
You've been hearing about it. Now it's here. IDC's spectacular semi-annual store-wide sale. Friday through Sunday, you save up to 20% store-wide. Designers are here with their entire collections. We're talking rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, and yes, thousands of engagement ring mountings are included, as well as our GIA and Forevermark diamonds. Up to 20% savings store-wide, or get special 0% interest financing for 3 full years. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only at International Diamond Center. Get details at shopidc.com.
Spring has sprung and it's full tilt boogie time. At GiveMeTheVin.com, I'm overpaying for cars because I think they're going to go up even higher from where they are right now. We'll pay off your payoff. We'll pick your stuff up. We'll quote you quick and easy at GiveMeTheVin.com. America's best car buyer. Go there right now, and if I don't beat a CarMax offer, I'll send you a check for $100.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Hi, can I take your order?
Yeah. Can I get one order of the Florida sweet corn and ricotta fritters?
Sorry, that's not on our menu.
Okay. Well, just one Florida blueberry cobbler then.
Where are you seeing these?
Follow freshfromflorida.com. FollowFreshFromFlorida.com has easy recipes for in-season local produce.
That's amazing.
Right? On second thought, no fast food for me today. Find seasonal recipes made with Florida ingredients at FollowFreshFromFlorida.com.
You probably already know that Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. But now we have a chance for you to earn $5,000. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you the keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. With 13 chances every weekday, you have plenty of opportunities to win $1,000 in your hand. However, if you listen to Real Radio on our free iHeartRadio app, you can earn $5,000. Always remember, if you get the call, you need to answer your phone. That's right. The key to winning is picking up your phone when we call. So don't send us to voicemail. This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Welcome to Pollo Tropical. Would you like to try our new coconut shrimp?
Coconut shrimp, shrimp and the coconut. Coconut shrimp, coconut shrimp.
Coco y camarón.
Pollo is serving up perfectly golden, sweet, and savory coconut shrimp in a bowl, platter, or on the side with our pineapple rum sauce. We're going coconuts for the all-new coconut shrimp, only at Pollo Tropical.
Coconut shrimp, coco y camarón.
This Saturday, only at Old Navy, get 50% off all activewear for the whole family. But hurry, 50% off all activewear is one day only. This Saturday, only at Old Navy. Valid 4/22, excludes active in-store clearance, licensed baby.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Getting a Jersey Mike's sub top Mike's way with onion, lettuce, tomatoes, oregano, and the juice is the bee's knees. Actually, it's better than the bee's knees. I mean, what's the purpose of knees on bees? They don't crouch, they just buzz around. But Mike's Way has a purpose, topping your sub the authentic Jersey way. It's the cat's pajamas. Wait, cats don't wear pajamas. Mike's Way is better. Let's just leave it at that. Get your sub top Mike's Way. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Car crash? Call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Ah, what a day to be a Florida tomato. Sunny, warm, and expected afternoon showers. I am feeling so fine. You say tomato, I say, what the?
Florida tomatoes. They're ripe for the picking. So look for fresh from Florida tomatoes where you shop and support our state. See more seasonal produce at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, FUN. F-U-N, fun. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch. Yeah. We like it when you watch. At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
I don't know why everybody's getting so upset about the alert this morning. Hell, I still had 3 hours left in my shift. I didn't even know that there was an issue until I came home and saw everybody complaining about it on Facebook. And I was like, oh yeah, 80% of Florida isn't even awake at that time. So could you guys ask Alan, is this a Florida registered phone number thing or is this a geolocational thing? Because if it's geolocational, we definitely don't need any tourists going back home and talking any more smack about Florida. And Jack, whatever song you're playing right now, brother, I'm loving it.
I've just closed my eyes again. Climbed aboard the Dreamweaver train. Trying to take away my worries out.
Yeah, it's Yacht Rock Thursday here on the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Thank you for joining us on this almost Friday. Fun is your 5 o'clock keyword, F-U-N, at realradio.fm for your chance to win $1,000. And Handy John, leaving that talk back, is now registered for some Tijuana tacos.
Yeah, Tijuana Flats. They have their 2 for $20 Friday, Saturday, and Sunday deals at all Tijuana Flats for a limited time. 2 entrees, 2 apps, and 2 soda. No, an app, 2 entrees, and 2 sodas for $20.
That is such a good deal.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And such good days to do that.
So, speaking of the talkbacks for tacos, so everyone who sends a talkback is registered, and on Friday, randomly draw 5 of those names, send them gift card information, and boom.
Shakalaka. So
while we're waiting for Alan Harris to contact, as a matter of fact, he's contacting me here.
All right.
Let's say.
Well, that talkback was referring to the erroneous emergency alert system text message that came across everybody's phone in the state of Florida this morning. It was a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
A little oopsie daisies.
Yep. It was meant to go to television and not our phones. It was a mistake. The governor has ordered an investigation. Because one of
is that necessary? Come on.
No, it was a mistake. But one of the things I'm looking forward to talking to Alan about is the fallout from it. Because as soon as the alert happened and the complaining, I can't even say ebbed or ceased. But officials were like, please don't turn off your alerts. Do not turn off your notifications. This is an incredibly important tool that we have to have in our arsenal in order to be able to let you know as real time as it can get when there's an emergency situation in your community that you need to know about. So as much of a pain in the ass as it might have been for some people to be woken up at 4:45 by that text alert, it is really critically important that we keep those alerts enabled so that, especially now, because we're a month and a half away from the start of hurricane season.
Yeah.
It's already back.
It's already back.
It never left.
I know. It literally, it's like it never left for a lot of folks, including my best friend who still is not living in her home that she's been out of since the end of September, thanks to Hurricane Ian.
She had to rent an apartment.
Yeah.
Is that house done?
No. And the Sentinel just had an article yesterday about how 6 months after Hurricane Ian, how hundreds of Central Floridians are not able to get the repairs done in their homes, so they're still living in limbo. So we got lots to talk about.
See if Alan's there. Alan, you there?
Hey, I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
We just can't see you.
Hey, all right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
slide your shutter
It's been
open.
a crazy day, as you can imagine.
No, Alan, I can't imagine that at all. What's been going on? There's nothing to talk about.
Right. Well, so today, other than that, we had the largest mass casualty exercise in the state of Florida. And all the hospitals in the Central Florida area played, hundreds of patients. So this morning when I woke up at 4:45, I was hoping that someone didn't accidentally send the alert too early and push live instead of test. And unfortunately, it was even worse than I had imagined. So the entire state of Florida got the emergency alert system test instead of the test for the exercise, which was only supposed to go to a small group of people.
Which is interesting, Alan, because when you think about it, I mean, the state of Florida just had its largest mass casualty drill event ever, and that hasn't been the story today.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah, it's the emergency alert system. But exactly. You said it right, though. We're coming up on hurricane season. It's so important. This is the only way that we can send out alerts to our community for evacuations, tornadoes, wildfires, hazardous materials events. We can get down to now the community level and notify a neighborhood or a city block using cellular technology. So such an important tool for us now. We just hope people won't use this mistake to turn off something that could be life-saving.
No, and it was a mistake. But Alan, you handle Seminole County as a manager of emergency services there. So for today's alert, and we just had a listener ask us how that's determined. Is it by geolocation? Is it numbers that are registered where the cell phones are registered in the state of Florida? How does it determine what phones it goes to?
Sure. So it is important to note that we do this every month. The state of Florida does it every month, and we do it at the local level every month. So Orange County does it, Seminole. We're all part of the emergency broadcast system, the emergency alert system. So we have to test our systems just like the state does. No one has ever received an alert like that in Seminole County ever before. Not from the state, not from Seminole County. But every single month we test it. Every single month.
Which is interesting,
So
Alan, because we tested as well.
Right, you tested as well. And yours, at least there's a sound, but for us, the cellular technology never goes off. Right?
Right.
People don't get a cellular alert every single morning. I mean, and we test it on the first Monday of every month. That's in my county, Seminole County. But on the first Monday of every month, we test the emergency alert system. But we use the test system, not the live system. Unfortunately, today, they selected the wrong system and they went live.
One guy, as Ross painted the picture, with thinning hair, and he's a cat lover, apparently.
Super sweaty.
Super sweaty guy.
Come over.
Well, he's sweaty now. But Alan, so when in Seminole County, let's say you want to send out an emergency alert in Seminole County, how do you send it to just Seminole County people? What is the mechanism that determines that my cell phone, I live in Seminole County, how do I get it, and Ross in Orange County doesn't get it? How's that determined?
Sure. So just recently, a couple months ago, we had a tornado warning. So it's done it's done basically by GIS. So it's mapped on a GIS layer, and then anyone in that area. So if your cell phone, because they're all located, right? You get in the car. For me, I get in the car and it tells me, "Hey, you're going to the gym." Like, how do you know that?
Well,
I get in the car in the morning and it says, "Are you ready to go to work?" I'm like, how? Because we're being followed all the time by these companies. So your cell phone knows where you are right now, even though maybe your family members don't, but your cell phone does. So where you are located, if you're in that polygon, then you get called. So if you've ever had a tornado warning, it's because you're in the area of alert. So the whole county doesn't get that alert. It's the area of alert. So we can do that for a wildfire that's moving into a community or a neighborhood. We can do that for a tornado. And in Hurricane Ian, we used it a couple times. We used it for evacuations.
Right.
We used it for flooding. We notified certain segments of the community.
So, Alan, what is your biggest message to folks listening who are like, yeah, screw that. I'll know if something is going on. I've got a weather radio at home, or maybe one of the kids' cell phones will wake me up. I don't need to have the alerts activated on my phone. What would you say to them?
What's your message for the dumb people?
This is our tool to inform you how to save your family, and it's an important tool. It saved thousands of people's lives. It saved people's lives here in Florida during the last hurricane, just recently in the tornadoes in St. Lucie and here in Seminole. We've had downbursts, and people have gone into interior rooms and prevented injuries. This is our tool to use to notify the community. We just ask that you don't turn it off. I know what's going to happen, and people are going to turn it off. And then, unfortunately, 3, 4, 5 months from now, something's going to happen, and they're going to say, well, why didn't you tell us? Well, we did. We tried, but this is the only way we can do it.
Right. So keep the alerts on. It was just a mistake. But real quick, how does a mistake of this magnitude, how did that happen?
Yeah, so on the system, there are a couple different toggles, if you will, and there's a test toggle and a live toggle. We always test in the test format, and it's basically 2 buttons. It's not that simple, though. Once you get to the live button, everything gets highlighted and all that stuff, and then you have to go to send, and it says, are you really sure that you want to send this out to the community live? And you have to say yes, and then you have to do it again, and you say yes, and it goes out. So it doesn't happen that often. It has happened before. If you remember a couple months ago, and it's not a joking matter at all. Everybody's upset. They all woke up at 4:45. I woke up at 4:45, and I was supposed to wake up at 5:30. So I'm like, shoot, I just might as well stay up, right? But at least it didn't say a missile's coming. And, a Hawaii, if you remember a couple months back, maybe a year or so back, you remember that? So it said a missile is coming. Well, at 4:45, if I'm waking up and it says a missile is coming, I have a different waking experience than it's a test.
Very good point, Alan.
So this was for sure a mistake and not DeSantis taking anti-woke to a whole new level. Thank you. Thank you, because I'll be honest with you, I thought that deserved a little bit more.
I actually just got off the phone with the state emergency manager, and it's interesting, the memes, at least. People are talking about this, and the memes some of them are kind of cute, even though we know it's no joking matter. It is very, very upsetting. We know a lot of people that, their animals woke up, their children woke up, everybody woke up. We understand that. We understand people are groggy today, but, it was a mistake. And, we all, as humans, make mistakes.
Right. And in the end, it really is a system that's made to protect all of us and keep us and those same children and pets and families safe.
Exactly. And I'll just say, for me personally, I'm leaving the thing on because the first thing I thought of this morning was, as soon as I heard the alert, I'm like, tornado, because that's what's in my head.
Right.
And I'm like, wait a minute, it's not supposed to rain today. And then I looked down and it was a test. But the first thing I thought is, okay, where are the pets? Where's the family? We got to get them in the interior room. Tornado. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, it's a test.
You're better at this whole family thing than I am.
My first thought, when I saw test, my first thought, Alan, was I'm taking a screenshot because I'm posting this on social later today.
Well, listen, we really appreciate your time. We know it has been a very busy day, so thank you for carving out a little bit of that to talk to us here on the show, Alan. We hope you have a much easier Friday and a great weekend to boot.
Sounds good. You too. It's good to talk to y'all.
You too. Thank you so much.
Take care,
we appreciate
Alan.
it. Let's
Bye.
give a round of applause to Seminole County Head of Emergency Management, Alan Harris.
Baby!
Yeah, love it. He's always makes time to call and talk to us. We really do appreciate that, Alan. We look forward to maybe talking to you again during the hurricane season. Take that keyword FUN, F-U-N, to realradio.fm for your chance to win $1,000. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with more on The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
In a world of ever-changing algorithms, you can still find us here. Real Radio 104.1 on Facebook. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Getting reports of a new crash now on Fairbanks Avenue. This is in the eastbound direction as you approach Formosa, so plan on a few extra minutes if you are heading through this area. We do have a crash on Goldenrod in the southbound direction as you approach Curry Ford Road, and we have a crash on 436 as you approach Bankery in Winter Park. When you see traffic problems, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line. It's 866-676-8477. With traffic on Bud Green.
This report is sponsored by Florida Prepaid College Savings Plan. 76% of parents save for college in 2022. Now you can too. Their one-year university plan is their most affordable plan, starting at $45 a month. Open enrollment ends April 30th. Find your plan today.
Jim Colbert Show question of the day going up on Twitter momentarily at Real Radio 1041 on Twitter. We'll explore that Facebook option a little later. But today it is brought to you by myhomebuildersnetwork.com. That is where I got my roof. That is where I got my covered gutters. It's Mike the Home Builder. That's not all he does. If you need doors, windows, he can handle that as well. Matter of fact, he's doing some work at the radio station as well. Mike the Home Builder, great guy, great quality, great installation, great service, all at a fair price. Use someone local, someone you can trust. You know, Mike, we've been talking about him for years on the Monsters and now here on the Colbert Show as well. You find him at myhomebuildersnetwork.com.
iHeart Podcasts is excited to welcome Jay Shetty to the iHeart family. Tune into On Purpose with Jay Shetty, the hit podcast where the former monk shares fascinating conversations with insightful people and investigates ways to live life today on purpose.
Try something new. When was the last time you did something for the first time with your partner? We're used to watching them do the same things, do the same activities. Let's see them do something fresh and new.
Listen to On Purpose with Jay Shetty on the iHeart Radio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Spring has sprung and business is blooming. That means you could turn over a new leaf in a new Mitsubishi. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. And I'm so excited about our spring sale, I wet my plants. This week, I'll give you up to $4,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value for your old ride. So if the bloom is off the roads with your current car, buck up, Buttercup. In a 7-passenger, 5-star safety-rated 2023 Outlander starting at only $26,900. Or check out the 2023 Mirage, cleanest gas car in America. And for your peace of mind, all Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Do other dealers rake you through the mud over past credit mishaps? We're rooting for you. And our rates start at only $1.9. Plus, you could get way more than your car's worth and drive a nicer, newer car today. But hurry, this deal will get picked over soon. I'm RC Hill Mitsubishi. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price determines actual trade allowance. Negative equity may be refinanced. Offer absolutely ends April 30th, 2023. See dealer for details.
Yo, it's Ross. I'm here to tell you about Persimmon Hollow Brewing Company. Straight up, they make great beer. In fact, they make my favorite beer. Their Blood Orange Weed is my #1 right now. Andy and Robbie, the minds behind Persimmon Hollow Beer, are just passionate about the beer that they brew. You can really taste how much they give a damn about their beer. Visit Persimmon Hollow at any of their 5 locations so you can enjoy passionately crafted beers. Enjoy a Persimmon Hollow beer. Drink sensibly, but get weird. PersimmonHollowBrewing.com.
Get the Rolex of your dreams this weekend at IDC's semi-annual store-wide sale. Hundreds of luxury pre-owned Rolex timepieces are being showcased with special pricing and 36-month zero-interest financing. International Diamond Center has Submariners, Datejust, Pepsis, Batman, all the hard-to-find models in pristine like-new condition. Get the Rolex you deserve. Extreme value pricing and 36-month zero-interest financing. Don't miss IDC's 3-day semi-annual event this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. See store for complete details and visit shopidc.com.
Hi, welcome to the IKEA Earth Month sale. We want to help inspire you to live a more sustainable life at home.
Oh, how?
We've got savings on faucets that can help conserve water, energy-efficient appliances, and more. It's good for your home and your wallet.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of good.
And with all the offers from our spring sale, you can save even more. Hurry into your local IKEA store or go to ikea-usa.com/earthmonth before the sale ends. Offer valid dates may vary. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary by store and online. See store and ikea-usa.com for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
It happens in a matter of seconds, but the aftermath can last a lifetime. Car crash, slip and fall, there's only one Mo you should call, the Mo you know. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
This Saturday, only at Old Navy, get 50% off all activewear for the whole family. But hurry, 50% off all activewear is one day only. This Saturday, only at Old Navy. Valid 4/22, excludes active in-store clearance, licensed baby.
Hi, Darcy the cow here for Black Cow, the mature manure. It's time to start getting your flower and vegetable gardens off to a great start with Black Cow. Prepare new plant beds with a 1.5-inch layer of Black Cow in the area and then mix it in with the soil 6 inches deep. Black Cow is organic. Pick up the bright yellow bag and get growing.
Black Cow, the mature manure. Black Cow.
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show. Already in progress.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that Flats cash, and let me tell you why. Disney annual passes went on sale today, and in typical Disney fashion, I spent 6.5 hours in the queue. I told my wife, let's get passes. She said she wanted the most expensive one. I said, let's do something a little more reasonable. She said she'd leave it up to me. So now, I'm broke. I need to eat. I'm gonna need that money.
This song's for you, Chris Carson.
Aw.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Same guy who blamed you for that emergency alert at 4:45.
Yeah, exactly. That's the other side of love, isn't it? That's your phone. Yes, honey, I do. Thank you.
And good on you. Say yes, because I think it's important to get emergency alerts.
Yeah, exactly. What if this were a tornado? Like I said,
woo, I can't believe people heard that alarm like Alan Harris and thought tornado. That was he was grappling.
Yeah, because typically in the middle of the night, why else? And there's been a string of them. I mean, it just happened again in Oklahoma, Mississippi recently. I mean,
two people were killed in Oklahoma.
I'm fully aware that I'm in the wrong here. Like, I wish.
How often do you say that?
I not enough, I suppose. But I just wish my defenses would have shot up.
Oh no, Ross. My first word. I mean, after I heard that's your phone, I flipped it over and went, "What the?" For a test, and then put it back down and went back to sleep.
Right.
I didn't think tornado or where are my loved ones.
But when you're talking what Alan Harris's first thought is when an alarm goes off, remember he is the manager for emergency services in a county, so that's top of mind.
Yeah.
For me, my phone text, the first thing I'm thinking, oh, we're off the air.
Right.
If I get a text in the middle of the night, I think it's an off-air alert.
Oh, man.
So it depends on what your profession is that causes you, where your thoughts live subconsciously.
And I didn't know it was a test until this morning. I thought it was like an Amber Alert or something. And then I found out how little I care for kidnapped kids at 4 in the morning, which is 0.
A lot of people, I think, feel that way. And then, of course, had I still been working in the newsroom, I would have been already here at work when the thing went off. So it wouldn't have, made any difference.
I've seen this happen multiple times, and it's happened to me once. Go out, do some stand-up comedy, minute 2, minute 3, bzz, bzz, the entire 400 people in the room, all Amber Alerts, all at the same time.
Wow.
But to be honest with you, I look at that as like a miracle. I'm like, hell yeah, the stand-up comedy just got way easier.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to talk about? I have an idea.
Well, and what's interesting is people will usually text us at 77031 when an EAS test, or we'll get an EAS alert about a tornado in Brevard County, and it overrides our broadcast. And people are like, well, it's so funny that you don't know that you're... No, we know that, but the stream, right, it doesn't interrupt the stream. The EAS doesn't interrupt the stream.
Right. Well, actually, there's times where it goes off. We don't know because it's not in this room.
Right.
It's
Exactly. It's on our
We're doing a
phones.
show. It's just elsewhere, and it interrupts the audio chain where it just in between where we are creating this signal in the studio.
Right.
We're creating this lovable audio.
Oh, this magic.
This audio
Take a
magic, and we are sending it, to a transmitter. At some point between us, our studio, and that transmitter, there's another little magic box that receives these signals that will interrupt what we're doing and send it to the transmitter. But it doesn't send it back to us.
Right.
It only sends it out to everyone else. So when people are texting us that we're up, sometimes that's the first time we know about it.
Is it? You know what's
What?
starting to get to me?
What?
Texting service just blew up with them. I'm not saying they're bad people, but a guy texts and says, I'm a garbage truck driver. I was 2.5 hours deep into work already when that alert went off. Text below, I was at the Y this morning working out, and we were laughing about the people who were asleep. You think you're better than me, Y guy?
Yeah, why guy does.
You get off your little high horse here.
Well, what about Alan Harris's flex?
Yeah,
I get in the car and it says, "Hey, you're going to the gym." It's like, yeah, we know.
Yeah,
We've seen you, Alan.
I don't think
We know you're going to the gym.
You think just because you jog at 4 in the morning that you're better? Okay, just hold on here. People have different schedules. What was it? 4:45.
It was 4:45.
That's smack dab. That's right in the middle of REM sleep.
Oh, dream time.
What about the guy that's sneaking into the house after Wind Down Wednesdays?
Oh, he busted.
He got busted. Soon as he got in that room, the thing went off.
And he probably felt like, God, that karma finds me every time.
I mean, Deb, you joked about it. I wonder how many fights it started.
Oh, I mean,
one
seriously.
blaming the other, and then you get the fight. It wasn't me.
Well, it's like, 'cause I imagine the next thing was going to be, I thought you always keep your phone on silent.
Yeah.
I do, honey. That's why it's called emergency alert system. They override that.
Our poll is about this, but actually our poll is now in 2 places. We're trying this out today. Let's see what kind of feedback we get.
All right.
You can go to Twitter at Real Radio 1041 on Twitter and vote. Same question is also posted on Facebook in the gym members group. So if you're part of the gym members group, it's our Facebook group on Facebook. Obviously, the question is there, and you can vote. And if you're not a member, become one. Just search Gym Members under group, Gym, J-I-M.
Yeah, because we would never ask you to go to the GYM.
Unless you're Y guy.
Unless you're Y guy, yeah. Then you're like, well, I'm already there.
I was
So
already 2 rounds into water polo before anybody was away.
Yeah, so the question we have posted is, what did you do today? Did you get an early start today, or did you go back to sleep? So it has to do with the emergency alert today, but you can vote in now 2 places, and let's see what kind of feedback we get.
Well, let's find out in the room. What did you guys do?
I went back to sleep. What,
I went back to sleep so fast that I would think that my wife may he's not ready for kids. Because he said stupid Amber Alert, and it's not an Amber Alert, and he doesn't care.
Right. No, actually, an hour later, it might have been tougher. Like, if I have to get up, just like if I get up to go to the bathroom, men of a certain age, it happens. You get up to go I want it to be 1, 2, 3 o'clock, because there's no question I'm going back to sleep.
Right.
But if it's after 5:30, I know that might be on my mind, and then I'll struggle, and it's like, I'll just get up.
And that's where the 4:45 thing comes in, right?
Yeah.
Like, if Jim were here and this had happened, he'd be up. He would have stayed up at 4:45, and then he would have been Jim Colbert mad angry that he missed those 15 minutes that, he could have slept until 5.
Oh, I wonder.
But that would have meant a 30-minute nap in the studio before the show.
If his cruise ship came back today, at that time, it could have been in port, And if it was in port, maybe it's in that bubble that Alan Harris was talking about. I wonder if Jim got the alert today.
I think we'll.
Well, what a great way to end your vacation.
Oh, God. Can you imagine? Oh.
He'll be back tomorrow. He'll tell you all about it.
And that's like just that talk back mentioning. It's like, man, I hope a bunch of tourists didn't get this alert, so they go back saying, Florida's a state is rude. They wake everybody up at 4:45.
Yeah.
No matter what you're doing.
It's a weird tradition that they have.
Yeah, exactly.
My neighbors actually have roosters.
I have roosters and a couple of streets down.
So I hear it.
Okay, I'm different though. I love that sound.
Yeah.
I love the sound of chickens and roosters when they crow in the morning. I have no problem with that. The 16-year-old punk with the jacked up pickup truck that likes to race by the house at 6:30, that ass I'd like to be. But that's just me.
Why do you enjoy the chickens?
I just you know what it is?
It's nature.
It's not. It reminds me of.
It's not nature.
It is nature, but it also reminds me of the summer when I was 11 and my brother and I went to go stay with my grandmother and my great-grandmother on the island in the Caribbean where my mother was born. And it's such a juxtaposition going from Green Bay, Wisconsin to San Andres Island, and you wake up and all you see are coconut palms and you hear the sounds of chickens and roosters, and so it just reminds me of my grandmother's.
So I have a story like that too, but have you ever seen them like kill a chicken like in the morning, like kill one? Because the first time I ever saw that, it like completely like threw me off.
Well, the first time I ever saw that was actually on a farm in Wisconsin, and that freaked me out because the damn thing chased me around the yard, and it didn't have a head.
Oh, my
And
God.
it didn't matter what direction I ran. The damn thing still knew where I was going. How does that happen?
It was the craziest thing. My grandmother took a chicken, put a bucket over its head on a stump, and then just chopped it off. And the chicken just ran around and ran around and ran around, and the head is over here, the chicken's over there.
I know. It's oh, my God.
Freaked me out.
Freaked me out. But you know something else about chickens? You know what they love to eat?
What's that?
Coconut.
Really?
Yep, coconut. I used to help feed the chickens coconut.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Handful for them, handful for me.
Nice.
7 minutes in, we may never do this Facebook poll again.
Why?
Because on Facebook, apparently, anyone who's voting can also add an option.
Oh.
So
You nailed it, Jack.
Really?
Oh.
So now it's like, oh, never heard it. And then someone else, I was in Raleigh, you know.
Oh, man.
Hey, so question about this Yacht Rock. If I was thinking about adding 1 hour to weekends, where it would be an hour of Yacht Rock music.
That's
all right?
a brilliant idea.
I need a name for it.
Jack Tick.
I'm sorry?
What?
I was trying to combine Titanic, which was the first yacht that popped up in my mind, and your name, Jack.
Right. Got it.
Doesn't
have to have my name in it.
Jack-tantic?
I may or may not
Well,
be.
Titanic was a ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a yacht?
No.
All right, it's pretty close.
Maybe if you're Jeff Bezos.
Yeah. Just saying. I bet you there are yachts the size of the Titanic right now.
I think Jeff Bezos is the only one. They had to, remove a bridge.
Did they ever do that?
No, they said that they weren't going to when at first they said, yeah, we'll take the bridge apart. And then they're like, yeah, screw you, dude.
Then he had to buy the world's largest helicopter to lift his yacht over.
And his yacht is so big that there's another yacht that serves as a service yacht that travels next door to the mother yacht. And that yacht is huge.
What a micro penis.
I know.
He must have.
Oh my God. You just gave voice to what every person was already thinking.
It's the only man with 3 thumbs.
And on that note, we're going to take a quick break. Look at it. It's trivia time. And thanks to Brad, we'll be doing that next. So give us a call at 407-916-1041 and we'll play trivia right here on The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Celebrating 420 because because... Nope, never mind. Lost it. Real Radio 104.1. What were we talking about again?
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by LASIK Plus.
It's next man up for the Lightning in Game 2 of their playoff set against Toronto. Zach Bogosian's expected to suit up tonight in place of the injured Eric Chernak. Victor Hedman may also be out for tonight's game with an undisclosed injury, while forward Tanner Jeannot will be a game-time decision with a lower body issue. And tennis star Rafael Nadal says he's struggling to recover from that hip injury suffered at the Australian Open. That puts his status for the French Open in doubt. I'm Scott Davidson.
Do it. Take the first step towards LASIK and score a great deal at LASIK Plus today. Right now at LASIK Plus, get 20% off LASIK in April. That can be over $900 off when treating both eyes, plus guaranteed financing. Visit mylasicoffer.com for details.
Hey guys, Jim here with my friends over at Solar Bear. Did you know that in Orlando last year, 3 different utility rate increases, and they're meeting about another rate increase in 2023? Stop going along with these rate increases now, right now. Is the time to go solar with Solar Bear, the #1 solar installer in the state of Florida. These guys can help eliminate your power bill in 2023. They're also the highest rated and reviewed solar company in the state, locally owned and operated. That means no subcontractors. That's a good thing. All you have to do, just visit solarbear.com today for your free estimate and check it out right now. 0 down, 0% interest, no payments for 12 months with credit approval. Say goodbye to your electric bill, but say hi to Solar Bear. Solarbear.com.
Hurry in during Ram Truck Month and discover what it truly means to drive a truck that's built to serve. Ram Truck Month, going on now. And now, finance and get $7,480 in total values on the 2023 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. Don't miss this great offer. See your local Ram dealer today. Total values include combined cash allowance and $2,980 Bighorn Level 2 package value. Financing for well-qualified buyers through Chrysler Capital. Not all buyers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 5/1/2023.
Result of negotiations not guaranteed. Not available in all states. Approximate discounts of up to half before fees based on an average enrolled debt and results.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 800-500-6135. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes, and we could save you thousands and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk to call now. 800-500-6135. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call Credit Associates for free now and see how much money you could save. Call 800-500-6135. 800-500-6135.
Get ready to roll through McDonald's with the crew. Free up those cup holders, because any size, any flavor is the vibe, and you're getting all the drinks. Make it a tasty frozen Coke, a fun frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, a cool frozen Sprite Limonade, a delicious Southern-style sweet tea, or a bold McCafe iced coffee. So many flavors. Any size is just $1.99. There are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, and Limonade are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
When we made our McDonald's Spicy Chicken McNuggets, you were praise hands emoji. Then we ran out, and you were streaming tears emoji. Now they're back, so you can be grinning face with sweat emoji. Order ahead on the McDonald's app.
But they're only back for a limited time, so make like a lightning emoji and get yours fast. Order ahead on the app and get 30% off when you spend $5 or more using mobile order and pay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid 4/1/23 through 4/30/23 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Limited time only. Excludes tax.
When you think of power, think $3,000 in cash power every hour. Saturday, April 22nd at the Daytona Beach and Orange City Racing and Card Club. $3,000 cash power hours are back again. Starting at 11 a.m. through midnight, you could win $1,000 cash every 20 minutes. So here's to cash power only at the Daytona Beach Racing and Card Club at I-4 and I-95 or Orange City Racing and Card Club just off I-4 exit 111B on Saxon Boulevard.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Did you know your completely free iHeartRadio app is also your home for hit podcasts? New for you this week, check out On Purpose with Jay Shetty, discussing philosophy, life, and conversations with the biggest stars in the world. Listen today on your free iHeartRadio app.
iHeartRadio.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Millions of Floridians do the math, and millions of Floridians choose Amscot Cash Advance because it makes sense. Up to $500 fast with no credit check. Get started at Amscot.com. Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval. Amscot.
Welcome to Pollo Tropical. Would you like to try our new coconut shrimp?
Coconut shrimp, shrimp and the coconut. Coconut shrimp,
Coco y camarón.
Pollo is serving up perfectly golden, sweet, and savory coconut shrimp in a bowl, platter, or on the side with our pineapple rum sauce. We're going coconuts for the all-new coconut shrimp, only at Pollo Tropical.
Coconut shrimp, coco y camarón.
Do you ever wake up hungry to take on the world and hungry for breakfast? Try Dunkin's new flavorful breakfast tacos. Soft, warm tortillas with scrambled eggs, melted cheddar, fire-roasted corn, and drizzled with lime crema. And get a second taco with bacon. Dunkin's new breakfast tacos. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
This hour is sponsored by Barks in the City, June 3rd at the Apopka Amphitheater.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Seems pretty simple to me, Mr. Bradshaw. Yacht Rock Power Hour.
Time that I spend alone, sailing on the cool and bright clear water.
Jack, it's like you played my favorite yacht rock songs.
Really?
I love this song.
Awesome.
Yacht Rock Thursdays, y'all. And thanks to all the people texting us at 77031. You're coming up with some really clever ideas for what Jack can call a Yacht Rock Hour on our Real Music Weekends.
And thanks to Seth, who just left that talk back. He's automatically registered for our Tijuana Flats Cash for tacos for talkbacks.
That's right.
Friday, tomorrow, we'll draw 5 names randomly, and those people will be rewarded with $25 in Tijuana Flats Cash.
And it goes a long way. Oh, he's a Pisces. You still have about 10 minutes to enter the keyword FUN, F-U-N, at realradio.fm for your chance to win $1,000. We've got another keyword coming up for you at 6 o'clock. And then don't worry, Tom and Dan, they'll have one at 7, 8, and then 9. Monsters will pick it up again tomorrow morning. But right now, we're going to play a little bit of trivia. So you've got Deb, Jack, Slick, and we've got Ross, and he has his sauce jar.
All aboard!
Chugga, chugga.
Choo-choo.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
I have a pair of tickets to see a legend on his Never Say Never tour. Peter Frampton is coming to Hard Rock Live for one night only, Friday, June 30th. Tickets are now on sale at Ticketmaster.com. Also in the sauce jar, you know it, you love it. I have a pair of tickets to Earth Day Birthday 2023.
Whoa.
That's happening this weekend, Saturday, April 22nd at the Central Florida Fairgrounds. So you have massive bands, massive acts, red jumpsuit apparatus.
I do. It is the 30th anniversary for Earth Day Birthday.
It's a millennial.
Yeah. Oh, and for JRR as well, it's their
Look at that.
30th anniversary. But I love the fact that it also just happens to fall on Earth Day because it's always the Saturday around the 22nd.
That's
but
right.
They nailed it this year.
They sure did.
It's the only millennial that won't try to sell you on crypto. And that is your sauce jar, which is always brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. If you've got a move coming up, call them. They can handle it. Local, long distance, residential, or commercial. Just make sure you mention the Jim Colbert Show because that will get you a discount. So easy to book them today at centomoving.com. That's CENTO. Moving.com. Slick, who goes first?
Let's go.
Took my line.
Game show.
Careful, Matthew. You're going to make Dominatrix Deb come out a little bit early.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
All right, you know how this game works. Courtesy of Brad, I've got a statement followed by 4 facts. One of those facts, though, is a lie. Find the lie, and you will get to go to Ross's sauce jar. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, pay attention, Matthew. On this day in 1959, singer, songwriter, musician, actor, business person, and philanthropist Dolly Parton was born.
Oh, I love Dolly Parton.
Oh, no, actually, Dolly Parton's first single, rather.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, wait a minute. Puppy Love was released. All right, here are 3 fun facts about the Queen of Country and 1 lie that will flip your wig.
Man, we should have had 2 lies for Dolly Parton trivia.
Number 1, Dollywood is currently the #1 theme park in the United States. Number 2, though married for over 50 years, her husband has only seen her perform once. Number 3, the first successfully cloned sheep was named after her. Or number 4, she is known to show up unannounced and go on rides with random guests at Dollywood.
The first one.
Oh, Brad, it's been a bad week, Brad.
That was so obvious.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. That is a true fact. I'm sorry.
Yeah, wait, what?
Deb, what kind of game are you running over there?
What's happening?
It's 420. No, actually, Matthew, you did get that wrong, Matthew. So even though you were really nice, you're going to hang up the phone now, and you're going to call me mistress.
So we hung up on him, but
it is a fact.
Can you read that again, the first one?
Dollywood is currently, I know everyone here in Central Florida is like, what? The #1 theme park in the United States.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to know. I want to see where you get that.
Well,
cite your sources. Did you get that from Fox News?
It's TripAdvisor.
He has his sources here on the bottom.
Yeah. All right.
So we'll have to go over them and see where we find the fact. But
I believe him. Brad doesn't.
Exactly.
Brad doesn't make mistakes.
I don't believe that it's the best theme park.
Oh, wait. First, you get that, and then we get this.
So then I should get one,
Tough
too.
Getting a Brad day.
It's during the 2022 Traveler's Choice Best of the Best Awards. TripAdvisor officially announced Dollywood as the #1 theme park in the U.S.
Okay, yeah.
And what do they know?
Who goes next, Slick?
Let's go with Tom on line 2.
All right, Tom, line 2. How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing great. How y'all doing?
Pretty good, but let's get this game over with before I screw it up anymore. Here are your 3 remaining answers. Find the lie, and you will get to go to Ross's sauce jar. Number 1, though married for over 50 years, her husband has only seen her perform once. Number 2, the first successfully cloned sheep was named after her. Or number 3, she is known to show up unannounced and go on rides with random guests at Dollywood.
It's Dolly the sheep.
That is a fact. So unfortunately, you have lost the game, and we're now going to hang up on you.
Done.
And
I knew that one, too.
Did you really?
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea on which one. We're down to 50-50.
Oh, we are down to 50-50.
I think I could win these Earth Day birthday tickets or Peter Frampton, whichever I chose.
Wow, there's some gambling words there, Jack.
I believe it.
Who goes next, Slick?
Chris, line 4.
Chris. Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Doing well, you?
I am doing good as well.
That's sweet.
Yeah, that is sweet. So, Chris, you have a 50-50 chance of winning something out of Ross's sauce jar. You ready?
I am.
Okay, number 1, though married for over 50 years, her husband has only seen her perform once. Or she is known to show up unannounced and go on rides with random guests at Dollywood.
I'm going with the first one.
It's been nice talking to you, Chris. Bye-bye.
Oh, no.
That's right.
Great day for Brad.
Is
Guess
that
the
what
one? That's the one I thought it was.
Did you really?
He only said, come on. He's seen her perform. Maybe in person. I don't know. I need more information on that, Brad.
All right, who's next, Slick?
We're going to go with Bill.
Bill. Hey, Bill, how's it going?
Man, I can't screw this up no matter if it's 420 or not. I hope.
You better not, Bill. So tell me, is this a fact that Dolly Parton is known to show up unannounced and go on rides with random guests at Dollywood?
She never showed up when I was there.
Yay! You're a winner, Bill.
We'll take the answer.
Yeah, we'll take the answer. Hang on the line. You'll get to go into Ross's sauce jar. Yeah, that is the lie because it turns out she never goes on rides. Just like the namesake of this show, she has motion sickness.
Oh. I thought she didn't fit in the apparatus.
Oh, I see what you... Well, she does come with her own airbags.
Deborah!
Well, that's Mother Nature's original airbags.
I love Jack getting mad at Deb for the same joke that Jack just made.
Right.
God.
He's outraged.
He's so good.
Selective outrage.
Deb, we have a license. She's got gigantic knockers.
I have too much respect for Dolly to say that. That's why I only infer it.
Class act, Mr. Jack.
Thank you, Deb.
So, Ross, what do you have cooking up for us in some Ross thoughts?
Everyone has a least favorite part of themselves.
Just one?
Right.
How about a half dozen?
Well, then, yeah, you could have a tie, I guess.
A baker's dozen?
Yeah, I mean, there's no rules. But very rarely, very few times in someone's life do they get a new least favorite part about them, about their physical body.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a new one. I got to change that. Problem. Don't know if I can. Think it's there for the rest of my life.
I'm interested.
So am I.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you can get a cream for that.
No cream. No cream. Hey, this is my mom and dad's fault, and I will tell you what it is.
Oh.
It's a size thing.
Oh.
Is that something you want to talk about?
Good thing you're married.
Okay, I'm not referring to that.
Time to go.
All right. Sorry, Ross.
But I might be.
Guess we know someone else with 3 thumbs. Anyway, we've got another keyword for you coming up after the break, as well as Ross thoughts you do not want to miss. So keep it here on Real Radio 104.1.
Holding your virtual hand as the world crumbles. Real Radio 104.1 on Facebook. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Reports of a crash now on the Florida's Turnpike northbound. This is as you approach the Orange Blossom Trail. It is blocking both shoulders, so plan on a few extra minutes here. Still have that earlier crash on 417 northbound just before Landstar Boulevard, which is also blocking a shoulder and a ramp. When you see traffic problems, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line. It's 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Bud Green.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa's new Rechargers are handcrafted energy drinks to help you power through your day. Made the way you want, iced or frozen, with natural sources of caffeine. Get energy for every day. Gotta have a Wawa.
Tools Ace Hardware has all the best brands in grilling and outdoor cooking, from Traeger, Big Green Egg, Weber, Napoleon, and of course Uni pizza ovens as well. Come check out the new Traeger Flat Rock Griddle, now in stock at most Tools Ace Hardware locations. This griddle is fueled with propane, and it will open up a whole new world of griddling, frying, steaming, sautéing, the entire time delivering the innovation and premium quality that Traeger is known for. Plus, previous model Traeger Timberline pellet grills are on now $700 off while supplies last. Simply visit one of their 12 Central Florida locations or shop online at acehardware.com. That way you can get free assembly and local delivery on grills $3.99 and up. And remember, when you want to be outside, the grill is the king of your back porch. Make sure you go to Tools Ace Hardware for the best brands out there. Again, it's Traeger, Big Green Egg, Weber, and Napoleon. Visit one of their 12 Central Florida locations or shop online at acehardware.com and get free assembly and local delivery on grills $3.99 and up. It's Tools Ace, the backyard place.
Real Radio wants to give you tacos for talkbacks. We've teamed up with Tijuana Flats to give away $25 in Tijuana Flats cash. All you have to do is use the Real Radio Talkback feature on our free iHeartRadio app. And it doesn't matter what you send, because all talkbacks will be entered for the $25 Tijuana Flats cash. We'll draw multiple winners each Friday, so you can check out the 2 for $20 weekends every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Tijuana Flats for a limited time, where you get 2 entrees, 2 drinks, and appetizers for just $20 every weekend at Tijuana Flats for a limited time. Use the Real Radio Talkback on the iHeartRadio app now for your chance to win $25 in Flats cash to try 2 for $20 weekends only at Tijuana Flats.
And now, everybody who's fueled by your local Circle K. There's flower shop owners, neighborhood bakers, awesome food truck sandwich makers, gearheads, mighty motorheads, farmers and their farmsteads, life-saving physicians and head-banging musicians, that guy who helps you change your spare, and rock star nurses. The people we rely on every day are fueled by Circle K. Every single day, fueled by Circle K.
Ah, what a day to be a Florida tomato. Sunny, warm, and expected afternoon showers. I am feeling so fine. You say tomato, I say, what the?
Florida tomatoes. They're ripe for the picking. So look for fresh from Florida tomatoes where you shop and support our state. See more seasonal produce at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Your spark is all you need. And let's be real, you don't have time for smoke and mirrors anyway. So ditch all the pretentiousness and the lighter it rode in on with Blue. Blue e-cigs are available in a variety of satisfying flavors and nicotine strengths. Even better, it's odorless. When you're living unlit, you're comfortable being your true you. And no one will mistake ashtray for your signature scent. Blue. Get unlit. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Underage sale prohibited. Blue is a trademark of Font Molding 4BV. Copyright 2022. Fontum US LLC.
International Diamond Center's store-wide spring sale is here. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Save up to 20% store-wide and get up to 36 months zero-interest financing. Don't miss this once-a-year sale. Best prices and an expanded selection. This weekend only at International Diamond Center.
Hi, can I take your order? Yeah. Can I get one order of the Florida sweet corn and ricotta fritters? Sorry, that's not on our menu. Okay. Well, just one Florida blueberry cobbler then. Where are you seeing these? Followfreshfromflorida.com. Followfreshfromflorida.com has easy recipes for in-season local produce. That's amazing. Right? On second thought, no fast food for me today. Find seasonal recipes made with Florida ingredients at followfreshfromflorida.com.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better." Unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Spring has sprung and it's full tilt boogie time at GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. Visit millsair.com.
Spring is here with no payments for 6 months at Sutherland Nissan Orlando.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or radio and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, HAPPY, Happy. Happy. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Good afternoon. Love the show, but I have a problem. You guys keep calling it tacos for talkbacks. Shouldn't it be talkbacks for tacos? I mean, you're leaving talkbacks to get tacos. You're not leaving tacos to get talkbacks. So I think it should be talkbacks for tacos. Sorry, just the OCD kicking in. Love the show.
I don't know, Jack. What do you think about that?
I think even though it annoys me, he's also in the running for tacos for talkbacks.
There, yay! Look at that, sir.
It works either way.
You made a difference.
Tacos for talkbacks. People who leave talkbacks are getting tacos, or talkbacks for tacos. You're submitting talkbacks to get tacos. It works both ways. It's interchangeable.
God, man, that guy.
What, did that bother you, Ross?
I just feel for him.
Here's the deal, though. It was a lovely talkback. Because it was nice and clear.
Yeah, that was some of the best audio quality we've ever had.
He stated his point. He also kept it under 30.
Nailed it.
Now he's registered for tacos for talkbacks.
Not talkbacks for tacos.
So it's interesting, though, because I really thought P.A. McGee, if Jack was going to do anything, he would have heard that talkback and continued to say talkbacks for tacos.
Which I did. But I also didn't delete it. He's automatically in the running.
That's right.
And we wish him luck.
Just like everyone else. Like I said.
And he did mention that he loved the show twice.
He did. And we love you for loving the show and taking the time to give us your talk back.
Thanks, Jay.
And your feedback.
Yeah.
The Jim part of the Jim Colbert Show, he'll be back tomorrow. We're doing Yacht Rock Thursday as an homage to the cruise he was just on. You've got Deb, Jack, and Slick, and it's time for us to get some Ross thoughts.
It's weird. It's funny. Sometimes.
Drink good beer.
It's Ross. Spelled like sauce.
Drink.
It's Ross Thoughts.
Persimmon Hollow beer. A little bit more about Persimmon Hollow Brewing Company in just a little bit of time. I was thinking that this has got to be one of the rarest things that a human can do. Find a new thing that is their number one least favorite aspect physically of themselves. You know, and things change, sure.
I was gonna say, with age, you kind of get one of those almost on every birthday.
But like a new worst, I think it's a new like top 10 or like a new top 5. You can only have one worst. Give me an example.
Well, there is you go from being of an age where you're like, oh, I think I might have to go to the bathroom in about 50. Oh, nope, right now.
Okay.
Right
All
now. And it like out of the blue, just like shows up one day. You're like, wait a minute. I used to have some ability to hold it.
See, I'm already there because I am really bad at planning. As in, like, I never plan to go to the bathroom. I always wait until the very last second. I'm not good at it. I'm still working it out. You know, like, I'm working out the kinks. I am wearing diapers.
What?
No, he's not.
I think you could have had Slick with that one.
Yeah,
I know,
so.
seriously.
Which says way more about me than it does him.
He was going to check your backside when he walked out.
But Jack,
Yes, sir.
What's one of your least favorite things about you?
Personality?
Physically? No,
Oh,
not
physically.
no.
Oh, that's a long list.
Physicality, physical. You can't
Oh.
be too pissed off about what God gave you.
No.
The gut. That middle body weight.
Middle body weight?
That just hangs there. You know, you lose weight and it's like you keep losing weight, and I don't have the motivation or the discipline to do what it takes to get rid of that, whether it's, adjusting your diet drastically and doing the crunch exercises. I want to have nothing to do with it.
I like how you, not only that sentence was you not. That sentence was you quitting and also quitting on the sentence.
Yes.
I don't want to
nothing to do with it. Nothing to
Not
do with
doing
it.
any of it.
Nothing.
So, but it's
Forget
like,
it.
you have a least favorite thing? They're like, God, man, why'd I get this short straw?
Nothing. I'm perfect.
Hell yeah.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Valid answer. Some people are like, no, I like every square inch. I like that birthmark.
No,
Well, you know.
my beard on the side never fills in properly. Like, I want it to look more like Barry White, but it never really does. It's just kind of scraggly on the side.
So I was always, years ago, one of my least favorite things. It was my least favorite thing. When I was a kid, I knew I shouldn't have had this. I got like heat lightning veins on like my ankle. You know what I'm talking about?
You have varicose veins.
Yeah, I got varicose veins, and I think I was born with them.
Okay.
Yeah, but it looks like a thunderstorm on the inside of my ankle.
Pull up your socks and get over it.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. That's the problem. I'm over that. And then I moved on. I remember I was in a dressing room, and I took off my shirt, and this one girl, I say it is a girl. It wasn't necessarily a dressing room. I was in theme park entertainment, and sometimes you just take off your sweaty shirt.
Whatever you're about to say could scar you for life.
But she looks at me and goes, "Oh my God, you are white."
Wow.
And I remember looking down and going like, yeah, she's right. This part of my body has never seen. Last time I saw the sun was years and years and years ago. And one thing, I bit my tongue. I'm not trying to get credit.
I'm sorry. Did you marry that woman?
No, I did not.
Okay, then screw her.
No, she said that after I asked her if she wanted to spend the rest of my life with me.
Oh.
That she brings that up all the time. Little loose leaf
how white
paper
you are?
boy. Yeah, all the time. Hell yeah. Paper or plastic? What the hell is that? But when she called me white, I gotta tell you, I bit my tongue because I was like, man, you are overweight. I don't think you have any ground to be comments or whatever. Just keep your job. But my new least favorite thing, and this one's really bumming me out, and you guys are going to think I'm joking, but I'm super not.
Oh, let's hear it.
My wrists.
What? What's up with your wrists?
You get high too often.
What's up with your wrists? What don't you like about your wrists? Are they too...
Do you think they're like cankles?
Too thick?
No.
Too thin?
They're like little boy wrists, dude. I got bitch wrists. I've got, look how tiny my wrists are. It looks like, my wrists look like I need a balloon attached to it.
Buddy.
Look how skinny and little boyish my wrists are.
I didn't notice the wrist, but the arms.
I can't, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Teasing you.
But you can't work out a wrist.
No. Well, wrist curls, yeah, you can. But
is that gonna?
It'll strengthen it so when you punch something, it doesn't hurt your wrist.
Okay, but how do I?
Buddy.
Was that a slam?
Same boat.
No.
What was that?
Same boat.
Buddy, mine are thinner than yours.
You have perfect wrists.
No.
That's a perfect wrist.
No.
You could be a hand model.
I hate mine more than you hate yours.
Jack, you can't even see the bone on yours. See, me and Ross.
Oh, we got the skinny wrists.
We have the same wrists. You see that? The same thing.
These are thinner than yours. Deb has the manliest wrists on the show.
And it'll beat you, bitch.
I've got
Look,
Deb,
put on my watch. I bet you can't close my watch.
I've got Deb beat by a foot in height. She has bigger wrists than mine.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
You guys, you want to know how?
You want to have a wrist off?
Sure.
Or a wristing off? Look at that.
Oh, your wrists are beefy, manly wrists. Holding up that watch.
Jack. Wait, no. Hold on. I mean, I get the idea. Let's make him feel better, but come on, that's going a little overboard with the beefy, manly stuff. They're okay. I mean, upper teenage boy.
It looks like, wrist alone, it looks like I'm about to be taken from a clown gutter, you know? These things are little boys, and I feel like I can't do anything. You said I can make my wrists bigger?
Yeah, wrist curls. Take dumbbells, and then you just, you hold it at like fingertips.
But isn't that for here, though?
Yeah, that's a forearm thing.
Like a forearm thing?
And the forearm, I'm not trying to work on the forearm. Forearms are fine.
You're going to think people are hearing that alert again from this morning, Jack. Knock it off. You're going to cost us a fine with the FCC.
The amount of texts that are just saying, the amount of texts that are coming in just saying masturbate more is disgusting. I might be redlining that. I don't know. Maybe that's what got me here in the first place.
No.
You reminded me of something else I like worse than my gut, because it could be a sign of bad things. My wife saw something about if you have lines on your earlobes, it can be a sign that you are going to have heart problems.
Huh.
Yeah. And this has been a study that's been going on for 50 years. They've been talking about this thing. Not only do I have like a crease, I have two.
Oh, so your ears are like playing tic-tac-toe?
Yeah, what's going on?
Dude, check your earlobes.
Yeah. So your little
Shut
boy
up, Ross.
wrists, nothing.
I got little boy wrists.
Nothing.
They're dainty.
Okay.
They're dainty.
Listen, I try my best not to just turn the segment into something that somebody texted.
But
this text, so many questions. My dad gave me oily skin and dry scalp.
Yeah.
But my mom gave me dad ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what happened in my family. My brother got that ass.
I don't know if you can refer to your mom, though, for giving you dad ass. Now it sounds like you like your mom's butt.
Wait.
Yeah.
Are you assuming that's a male texter or a female?
I mean, either or.
I just assumed it was a female texter.
If it's a female, it's still as weird to me.
Now, see, I assumed it was a boy.
That's odd. But I got good news.
Would a boy refer to his own ass as dad ass?
If he knows it's sweet.
Yeah. Some people got them gourds back there.
Oh, by the way, yeah,
Chris
there's
does.
another.
It's like two puppies under a blanket.
Thanks for reminding me. That's a third thing I hate about myself.
What, your butt?
The lack of.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
I have no crack at all as well.
I looked at my wife the other day and said, your boobs are bigger than my butt. Think about that. Think about that equation. I don't know who's winning, who's losing, but what I do know is that these wrists are good for something.
What's
and that's
that?
picking up beer. And if I'm picking up beer, I'm picking up a Persimmon Hollow beer.
Yeah, yo.
They make, honestly, it's my favorite beer right now. That blood orange wheat, I will keep bringing up that beer until everybody in Central Florida has tried it. It is so good. The people behind who made blood orange wheat are the same people who made all of Persimmon Hollow beers. That's Andy and Robbie. We had them in studio a couple weeks ago. They are fantastic. They are cool. They are so smart. They're beer nerds. They're beer scientists. They are awesome. Visit Persimmon Hollow at any of their 5 locations. Try the blood orange wheat. Not into that? You're a porter guy? Check out Three Wise Guys. If you're into IPAs, they have a beach hippie IPA. You cannot go wrong if it says Persimmon Hollow beer on that side. Drink sensibly, but get weird at Persimmon Hollow. Visit them at phbeer.com. Those are your Ross thoughts. I'm starting to like my wrist again. That helped. I'm out. Peace.
Oh, we're happy to hear that for you, Ross. You still have plenty of time. Enter that keyword happy, HAPPY, at realradio.fm to join the small club at the moment at Real Radio 104.1, winning their $1,000 cash. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more on The Jim Colbert Show. So keep it on Real Radio 104.1.
Happy 420, a.k.a. the justification for putting off spring cleaning another day. Or month, Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Get reports of a crash now on Moss Park Road at John Wycliffe Boulevard, which is causing some delays in the area. Still have that earlier crash on Clarkona-Ocoee Road at Magnolia Homes Road, still causing delays in the area. And we're still seeing some delays on 417 northbound due to a crash as you approach Landstar Boulevard. That's been moved off to the shoulder. When you see traffic problems, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line. It's 866-676-8477 with traffic on Bud Green.
This report is sponsored by Bet Online.
BetOnline.net is your #1 source for all your basketball info, stats, news, and scores. Get all the latest odds and lines, including the latest player reports for this year's pro basketball playoffs, baseball, hockey, cage fighting, and boxing. Head to the website today to get in on the action. BetOnline.net, where the game starts.
I want to send out a gigantic welcome to Orlando to our friends over at Life Imaging FLA. They've been in South Florida for a few years now, saving people's lives with early detection with their heart and body scan. Man, the minute I heard about these guys, I was automatically intrigued. Lost my mom and my uncle to diseases they didn't even know they had. Early detection could have really helped them extend their lives. It really started making me and my wife both pay attention. After finding out that 1 in 3 people will die from heart disease, and in 30 to 40% of heart attacks, the first symptom symptom is sudden death, it took me no time at all to realize Life Imaging FLA is where I need to be. And right now they're giving out free heart scans. And speaking of the scan, it takes 10 minutes or so and you don't even have to get undressed. Call Life Imaging FLA for your free heart scan now. From your cell phone, call pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. That's pound 250. Just say the keyword free heart scan and you'll be connected in seconds. And while you're there, ask about their cancer screening as well. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia.
This hour is sponsored by Barks in the City, June 3rd at Apopka Amphitheater.
As a parent, you're probably unsure what college will look like for your child in the future. Rest assured, Florida Prepaid has a plan for you. There's no way to know what type of higher education your child will pursue years from now. But whether it's a 2-year state college, 4-year university, trade, or technical school, in-state or out, our flexible 529 prepaid plans will help you pay for it, so you can plan on giving your child the best future possible. Open enrollment ends April 30th. Find your plan today.
iHeart Podcasts is excited to welcome Jay Shetty to the iHeart family. Tune into On Purpose with Jay Shetty, the hit podcast where the former monk shares fascinating conversations with insightful people and investigates ways to live life today on purpose.
Try something new. When was the last time you did something for the first time with your partner? We're used to watching them do the same things, do the same activities. Let's see them do something fresh and new.
Listen to On Purpose with Jay Shetty on the iHeart Radio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The way healthcare works today can be frustrating. So many different doctors to keep track of, different tests, different medications. It's a lot. Welcome to Village Medical, a whole new kind of primary care covered by most Medicare plans. Here, your own doctor coordinates all of your care for you, even talking to your specialists and your pharmacist to manage prescriptions. There's a lot more about Village Medical that we think you'll love. When's the last time you said that about healthcare? Go to villagemedical.com and become a patient today.
Hear that? That's the sound of someone experiencing Marco's new Bold Magnifico pizzas. Enjoy 2 kinds of pepperoni on the Pepperoni Magnifico. Revel in Old World sausage on the new Sausage Magnifico. And rejoice in harmonious layers of savory pepperoni and sausage on the new Ultimate Magnifico. Try new Magnifico pizzas starting at $9.99 at Marcos.com. Marcos, pizza lovers, get it! Price and participation may vary. See store for details.
This Saturday, only at Old Navy, get 50% off all activewear for the whole family. But hurry, 50% off all activewear is one day only. This Saturday, only at Old Navy. Valid 4/22, excludes active in-store clearance, licensed baby.
Ah, what a day to be a Florida tomato. Sunny, warm, and expected afternoon showers. I am feeling so fine. You say tomato, I say, what the?
Florida tomatoes. They're ripe for the picking. So look for fresh from Florida tomatoes where you shop and support our state. See more seasonal produce at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Some people don't do well under pressure. At Northern Tool and Equipment, we do it best. Whether you're spraying down the shop or getting the winter grime off your house, a Northern Tool pressure washer says you're serious about spring cleaning. From an all-electric power horse to a Honda-powered North Star, we'll help you build your perfect cold or hot water package with all the chemicals, attachments, and everything you need for the job ahead. Northern Tool and Equipment. We're made for this. Come see us in store or shop online at northerntool.com.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask God to come and have fellowship with you. Open yourself to the Holy Spirit and ask Him to minister to you.
Listen to Meditative Prayers on the iHeart Radio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This hour of programming brought to you by MyHomeBuildersNetwork.com. Need a new roof? Then you need Mike at MyHomeBuildersNetwork.com.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to Real Radio 104.1. This is Jay the Eagle, spinning those cool beats for the hip streets of Central Florida. Whenever you need somebody, give us a call, 407-916-1041. Today, we're keeping you on your toes with an unexpected big surprise. No troll, folks, because you know we'd never let you down. This shocking reveal will catch you off guard by having you saying, Real Radio, I'm never going to give you up. Spin it, Jack.
See the curtains hanging in the window.
That was
in the evening on a Friday night.
in the radio biz. It's called a puker.
yeah.
That's called a puker.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. That's old school radio, right?
Way old school.
Way old school. But hey, we liked it. That was sharp.
Thanks, Jason.
Thanks, Jason. That was awesome. And that's a talkback. And if you leave us one of those, you could be one of 5 lucky winners tomorrow who's going to get a date night or a night out with one of the kids on us, because it's tacos for talkbacks.
And don't be discouraged if you don't get an email tomorrow, because the email might come at the beginning of next week. It's kind of a busy weekend around here. You got
Right.
Earth Day, birthday, and a lot of other things happening as well. So,
okay, good.
Yeah, but they'll select 5 people, and then, contact them, and we'll do it again next Friday as well. I think next Friday will be the last one.
Oh, wow. So what the good news is, though, we've been mentioning this, you do not have to hear your talkback on the air in order to be registered for Tacos for Talkbacks. So don't worry. If you sent us one in earlier this week and you think, oh, man, I didn't hear it, I guess I'm not registered to win, you are.
No, but what's really cool is because if you're using the talkback feature, you're using the iHeartRadio app. So you already have Real Radio up. So if you're listening on the iHeartRadio app, you also have a chance to win $5,000, and that's for only for the iHeart app users, where the little pop-up comes up and registers you to win $5,000.
Oh, but heck, let's just give them another 1,000 to add on top of that. If you take the keyword happy, HAPPY, over to realradio.fm, you could be like Glenn in Orlando, listening to the News Junkie, heard that 1 o'clock keyword, took it to realradio.fm, waited by his phone, and within the hour found out he had won $1,000. So we really hope that we can add your name to that list as well. And of course, we'll have another keyword at 7, 8, and 9. And then the Monsters will pick it up again tomorrow morning, starting at 9 o'clock, with your first of 13 keywords throughout the day. Welcome back. The Jim Colbert part of the Jim Colbert Show will be in tomorrow. He just got done with a cruise, actually, which is part of the reason why Jack had Yacht Rock Thursday as an homage. You've got Deb, Jack, Ross, and Slick. Ross, although you're going to be over at the Improv tonight, right?
Yes, I'm going to be doing. I'm featuring. I believe his name is Dale Jones. Improv reached out, see if I wanted to do it. I said, let's ride, dude. Let's get it.
So are there still tickets available if people want to see?
Yeah. There is still free tickets to go see the comedy show tonight. You use the promo code Orlando on the Improv Orlando website. Bang, free tickets.
And they're free tickets?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's awesome if no one's ever seen you before, or they have seen you before.
Yeah,
And if you're only doing 25, that means they're going to get the good stuff?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm working on a new 25.
Really?
Yeah. I keep doing a bunch of new stuff, and I plan on doing that again tonight. And you know what's also pretty weird? And I've had this happen a lot of times. I'll go up for Ross Thoughts. We'll have a segment, and sometimes it just sucks. And I agree. We can always do better. But what I am saying at the same time, sometimes the segment goes really, really well, and then my imagination asks itself, could this be stand-up, comedy worthy? Could this be done on a stage material? And sometimes the answer is yes, sometimes it's a no, but a lot of the comedy that I'm going to be doing tonight actually stems from Ross Thoughts.
Really?
Yeah, a couple of them, absolutely.
Well, that's cool.
I have an idea.
Oh,
Don't
boy.
say no right away.
Yes.
Okay? Don't say no. But I think you could get a lot of material for your stand-up if, I don't know, maybe I walk up on stage while you're doing stand-up and slap you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We're going to have to record it.
Just think about it.
We're going to have to record it. I've had people charge the stage. I've had.
Have you really?
Yeah, but they weren't going to do anything, I think.
Because I saw a recent clip of that, actually. Another stand-up comic where someone in the audience started heckling drunk, but then he did get up on stage and clocked the comic. And I can't remember if a comic hit him back, but I just remember thinking of you and wondering, like, man, that would suck. You're standing up there trying to make people laugh, trying to help them have a really great evening. Someone has a little too much to drink, takes something a little too personally, and the next thing you know, there's a fist in your face.
Yeah, no, it's not ideal. It sucks. I don't know. I always go back and forth on it. It's almost like a perfect debate for me is going, I'm not trying to ever excuse an audience member's terribleness. You should never run up on the stage. You should never lay a finger on the comedian. What you should do is realize this isn't for me, stand up and leave. Don't forget to tip. Not me, but your server. But this isn't for you. Get out of there. That's fine. I can respect that. But I also look at it and go, one of my biggest pet peeve in entertainment from stand-up comedians is that they'll say some really flagrant stuff.
Right.
And then get to fall on this bulletproof shield of, I'm a comedian, I was joking. That doesn't matter because you're still signing up for what the words coming out of your mouth means. You can't say anything and everything and then, ha ha ha, I'm a comedian. Oh, did the comedian make a joke that offended you? Yeah, it can still offend. It can still have some edge to it. So I always go back and forth on. All I know is that I've never gotten hit, which means I could be doing this a whole lot worse.
Yeah, well, there's still hope, and tonight people can go for free. So if you want to hit Ross, don't go.
Yeah.
What's the address again?
It's at the Improv off of I Drive.
I Drive, yeah.
No. I meant the keyword, the coupon
Orlando is the promo code for free tickets.
Ooh, how do you?
Jack is gonna test those wrists tonight.
As you drive there, there'll be a giant reminder on one of the overpasses near Mall of Millennia. It says Orlando.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm over there going, wait a minute, is there a billboard? That's it. I tried to think that one. All right. According to an annual list out this week from LinkedIn, what company do you think, big company,
Coca-Cola,
has just been ranked as the
Apple
best place to work? You only get one vote. You've already had Apple in the other one. Ross, what's your thought?
Oh, God. Big company.
Best place to work.
SpaceX.
Google.
No. Slick?
Facebook.
iHeartMedia.
Good answer, Slick. That's the answer Slick should give. Bravo.
Landed. Amazon.
No.
I know.
No.
Wait,
that's what I thought.
Who said this?
LinkedIn.
The Wall Street Journal.
No, LinkedIn. The list looked at a number of factors like layoffs, advancement opportunity, and company culture, which I'm surprised by. I say that with that little bit of stank on there, just because you heard about the union organizing around the country and allegations of union busting.
Yeah.
You've heard that they are on such a deadline, such a schedule to get those packages out on time that it leads to a lot of workplace accidents. You're timed for your bathroom breaks. I've heard that the conditions are damn near sweat factory type thing.
Yeah.
Allegedly. But they're number one on this list by LinkedIn. The next three on the list are financial institutions. Wells Fargo. Anybody bank at Wells Fargo?
I refuse to.
I do.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
And you do after that whole, hey, we know some fake people we can create to come up with accounts?
Yeah, that was just one of them.
Right.
They've had a couple issues.
And next on there would be J.P. Morgan Chase. Anybody a Chase banker?
I used to.
I have a Chase card.
Yeah,
a
Chase
credit
card.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
And then
I got
third,
two.
You Sapphire, bruh?
No, bruh.
All right.
Bank of America. Oh, speaking of cards, anybody have an Apple Card?
Yes.
I do.
You have an Apple Card?
No.
Okay.
Ross.
I'm a 2 credit card guy. Don't get me started, Jack.
Here might be a reason, though, to get an Apple Card, because if you have an Apple Card, you can now open a savings account with a 4.15% interest rate.
Woo.
Yeah, exactly. So the tech giant is partnering with Goldman Sachs to for the new future with accounts technically managed by that investment banking company, which means.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Yeah, I was going to say, Jack. I was going to say.
It's not Saks.
It's like
it is.
Yeah, it is Saks.
It's Goldman Sachs.
It's Saks.
I was rooting for you, Dad. I want it to be Goldman Sachs my entire life.
I guess when I hear you saying it now, I'm like, yeah, you're right. It is Goldman Sachs.
You did the Mario thing. You did the Mario thing.
I did the Mario thing.
It's
Now you're
Mario.
Don't start that. I'll start saying Goldman Sachs and Mario.
You said Goldman Sachs, and me and Jack both like our eyes like wait.
Did she do it again?
And then it's one of those things. Sometimes with the buzzer, it's like, do I let this one? Because there's times where I'm like, I don't want to interrupt the flow.
Right.
Yeah. But it's 6:33. Nah, you're
Screw the flow. All right. Well, at Goldman Sachs is going to be managing these cards, which means the good news with that, especially after what happened with those Silicon Valley banks a couple of months ago, is that these cards will be covered by the FDIC.
Sweet.
So you will have them covered. Data from Bankrate says, Apple's interest rate, that's a competitive level for a savings account. And originally, if you remember, Candace Rich, who does our Rich Tips on Friday afternoons at 5, she'll be here tomorrow as well. Cash earned back from using your Apple Card used to go to your Apple Cash.
Right.
Featured, so your wallet, kind of like, a checking account.
Mm-hmm.
But now that cash back will go directly into savings.
Oh, I like that.
So if you have a difficult time saving, but you like an Apple Card and you use it a lot for your products, there's no reason not to get an Apple Card and start building up that savings account that you probably, for the majority of Americans, 70 plus years, we're horrible at saving our money.
Yeah.
It's been decades. What were you going to say, Jack?
Well, this is such good information. I wonder what Candace is now going to talk about tomorrow, since she just texted that you stole her thunder.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah. Way to go, Deb. She wanted to tell everyone about Goldman Sachs. Actually, Candace will have more information about this new program, as well as shame Jimmy for still not getting a credit card.
I'm sorry, Candace, but she always has more information about credit cards than I will ever have.
Every time she's disappointed in Jim for not getting a credit card.
And she honestly is.
She really is. I'm always like, all right, listen, get in line.
What, for not getting a credit card?
No, the disappointment in Jim.
Disappointment in Jim, yeah.
Oh.
I can't believe any of those places are, what was it, fun to work at?
No, the best place to work. Again, Amazon and those other places, Bank of America, which is where I bank. And now Google parent Alphabet, which was number 2 last year, that fell to the 5th spot. So that's where your Facebook ranking idea, no, that fell to the 5th spot.
No, Google is, I did,
Alphabet.
or you said Google, that's Alphabet. Facebook is
Meta. That's right.
Meta.
Right next door to
Beta.
Goldman Sachs.
Yeah.
Why would I, now I'm over here thinking about getting an Apple credit card. I know I don't need,
Wait for tomorrow where you can ask Candace what the best feature of the Apple Card is.
Do you shop on Amazon?
Yeah, not really anymore, though.
It doesn't, so it's no cost. And then if you just have your Amazon purchases go, you're going to save 5% on those. And then have that savings automatically deposited in a savings account that's going to get almost 5% in savings. How about that? Candace will tell you all about it tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. During Rich Tips in the 5 o'clock hour here on the Jim Colbert Show.
And for some strange reason, I have this undying hatred towards savings accounts.
Really?
Because I was really young. I was trying to be responsible. I opened up a savings account. You have to have X amount of dollars minimum, or else they charge you.
Yeah.
And that just pissed me off so much that I just promised myself, well, I'll never do this ever again. I will never have a savings account. I don't like the idea. Granted, that's why checking accounts exist. I get that. But when that runs dry and you go into the savings, I hate getting charged for not having enough money. If not having enough money is already depressing enough, imagine getting charged for your brokenness.
So, and I'm sure Candace can also kind of lead you towards these places, but there are many different ones that have different features, and many are free with no cost. Some have things like if you have automatic deposit set up, it's free. So there are, different banks have different things you can do there, buddy.
Because you always see the offers and you wonder, man, I wonder if this
financial move at the age of 33.
I have childlike wrists. You cannot stop this child action. Can I rephrase that? You guys got what I meant.
Of course we
I don't want to hear that.
Time for you to go.
Okay.
But it is last call time, if you believe it or not. 20 to 7, and that means we need you to take over the show. Hell, I've already taken Candace's segment from tomorrow. I've called it Goldman Socks. I said Meta was alphabet, so it's time to go home. So give us a call at 407-916-1041. Jim, I can't wait till you're back tomorrow. 407-916-1041 to do a last call. Something funny, call back to the show. Short, sweet. It's your turn to do some work around here. And you still have some time, though, to enter the keyword happy at realradio.fm to get your shot at $1,000. We're going to take a quick break and be back with last call here on the Jim Colbert Show. So keep it on Real Radio 104.1.
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for last call on the Jim Colbert Show. 407-916-1041.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Finally, back to the sunshine. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. A lot more sunshine on the way for the next couple of days, but there will be a chance for an afternoon thunderstorm for both tomorrow and Saturday. First off, overnight, we'll see a low of 65 degrees. Tomorrow, 85 the high on the last day of our work week. 30% chance for a late day shower or storm. 20% chance of rain on Saturday, then dry on Sunday. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Florida Prepaid College Savings Plans. 76% of parents save for college in 2022. Now you can too. Their one-year university plan is their most affordable plan, starting at $45 a month. Open enrollment ends April 30th. Find your plan today.
Speeding in work zones is not a vibe. But seriously, work zone speed limits are there for everyone's safety, including yours. Respect the cone zone by slowing down, putting away your phone, and giving workers a break. Because you know that driving safely is self-care. And we love that for you and our roadway workers. We all deserve to make it home at the end of the day. Let's get everyone home safely, Florida. Brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
The internet can be an all-you-can-eat buffet for identity thieves.
So full.
Too many maiden names.
And social security numbers.
Where'd you find those?
By the password bar. Can't miss them.
LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss by monitoring your credit and bank statements. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year with promo code NEWS. Go to LifeLock.com.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Trading in or selling your car, truck, or SUV? WeBuyAnyCar.com takes the hassle out of selling in 3 easy steps. 1. Get a free online valuation. 2. Drive to your local car buying center. And 3. Walk out with a check in about an hour. So don't wait. Get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
I'm Howard Mackler, founder of Innovation Refunds. You've heard me talking about the payroll tax refund for months. If you own a business, even if you've asked your CPA about this, you owe it to yourself to take another look. We provide a licensed and insured tax attorney who evaluates your company at my expense to determine eligibility. Businesses of all types can qualify, so go to GetRefunds.com to potentially get a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. Download the Innovation Refunds app or go to GetRefunds.com, GetRefunds.com.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Everyone could use a little help with their bills, especially these days. At Duke Energy, we're offering easy ways to help keep your energy bills more manageable. With programs that allow you to pay the same amount each month or pay in installments. Plus, special financial assistance from the Share the Light Fund for those facing hardships. We're Duke Energy, and we're here to help you. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Jersey Mike's freshly slices the meat and cheese for your sub right in front of you. It's a work of art. Think Michelangelo's David. But honestly, David, if I have to wear a shirt and shoes, you could put on some pants. At least my Italian sub is perfectly dressed. Secondly, David is 522 years old, but Jersey Mike's subs are freshly sliced every time, brand new. It's an inspiration to hungry, pants-wearing people everywhere. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
And now, everybody who's fueled by your local Circle K. There's flower shop owners, neighborhood bakers, awesome food truck sandwich makers, gearheads, mighty motorheads, farmers and their farmsteads, life-saving physicians and head-banging musicians, that guy who helps you change your spare, and rock star nurses. Hey. The people we rely on every day are fueled by Circle K. Every single day, fueled by Circle K.
Sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword free heart scan.
Real Radio. Real Radio. 104.1. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
You know what? I can attest to Ross's whiteness. I saw him without a shirt on at Aquatica, middle of the night. And he climbed the stairs to the 3 giant water slides. And behind him, there were 3 kings bearing gold, myrrh, and frankincense, following the light. Got to take the shirt off in the sun, bud. Love you. Bye.
It's messed up.
Gotcha, huh, Deb?
At first I was like, what? Then he had to follow the 3 wise men. That's what you get, Ross, for teasing me for loving the animated movie The Star. Turns out it was a movie about you, my friend.
The thing is, unfortunately, Ross did not get to hear that because at best he's in his car, but we also learned that he no longer has audio in his car.
Oh,
that sucks.
Man.
Which makes every drive 4 times as long.
I know. That poor cat.
Yeah.
Well, listen, he's at the Orlando Improv tonight, and he's a funny, funny show. So if you haven't seen Ross do stand-up, you definitely want to catch that show. It is definitely worth it. And hell, tonight's show, there's free tickets.
Yeah.
Cool.
Keyword Orlando.
Orlando. There you go. Hey, Jack, for a baseball fan. Slick, are you a baseball fan?
I am.
Yeah?
Go Yankees.
Oh.
They're beating the Angels right now.
Oakland A's, you see what they did?
No. What do you got?
Bought land in Sin City. Bought land in
Vegas.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
So they're going to be bad in Vegas, too.
Hey.
Man, that's got to just, if you're an Oakland fan, ooh,
It's tough. Yeah.
I hate that when teams do that, and I don't know if I'm extra sensitive to it because as a Packer backer, that's something that's just been promised that would never, ever happen.
And it hasn't. Wait, you left them. They didn't leave you.
No, but I mean, that's just not something that team would ever do to that city, right? The Packers are never going to pick up and move to a sexier city.
Yeah, Packers are a unique situation,
They
I think,
are.
in all of sports.
They are.
Right?
And it's part
community
of
owned. It's in the middle of a like
residential
this
areas,
suburbs.
Yeah, exactly. And it's nothing for folks to welcome you in. Like if the weather gets really bad and you're tailgating at Lambeau, it's nothing for the neighbors around there to go, oh, come on in the garage till the rain gets better, you know.
My little brother Devon is the biggest Packer fan ever of all time and has never been to Wisconsin.
No?
Not even one time.
Then he needs to go to Lambeau Field because it's kind of like the classic ballparks, right? You just have to see a game in the classic ballparks. It doesn't matter if you're a fan of the team or not. There's just some ballparks and there's some football stadiums that you just have to see a game in.
Absolutely.
And Lambeau is one of those fields that you just have to see a game. You know, it's just, and it's, you know, it's beautiful now. It's got brick around it, but there's, you know, I saw the Packers beat the San Francisco 49ers there.
Oh, wow.
And at the time, I had a cheddar sombrero. Very rare.
Nice.
Very rare cheddar sombrero.
Nice.
And I got a lot of props at Lambeau that day. I'm just saying.
They were feeling it.
They were like, I love your sombrero. Like, of course it's made of cheese.
Whippa.
Opa. Here we go. So let's see what else we got. We got Jim coming back tomorrow.
Yeah.
We will have Candace Rich on tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully not armed and ready, loaded for bear to take me out because I took her segment. I'm really sorry about that, Candace.
No, she'll have plenty of things to talk
She
about,
always
including
does.
more information on that. Plus, there'll be people listening tomorrow that, did not hear it
Exactly.
today.
And I'm not going to tell you what it was. I'm not going to repeat it. You're going to have to tune in tomorrow. Also, the keywords will continue tomorrow. Tacos for talkbacks will continue again tomorrow, as does that contest to win $5,000 if you're listening to Real Radio 104.1 on the free iHeartRadio app. Not a bad chunk of change there. And then it'll be Friday. That's really all we have to say there.
Yeah.
And Jack, you're going to be off beachside this weekend, aren't you?
Yeah, celebrating my wife's birthday. Also, an interview with George Wallace.
Yes, that's right. I knew I was forgetting something.
Yeah, he's the CEO of the LGBT Plus Center in Orlando. They have a special food event happening the following week. And you'll get all the details about that. That's going to be happening on tomorrow's program as well.
Yeah, excellent. So it's going to be a packed show, and we're Slick. How are we doing on callers?
Looking good right now.
Do we
got 4. There's room for one more.
Oh, if you want to be that last one, give us a call at 407-916-1041. We would love to add you to the list. Speaking of the list, we have quite a list of thank yous today. Want to kick it off with Brendan O'Connor, the bungalower himself. You'll be able to hear him tomorrow night at 8, along with his partner John Busdecker on Bungalower in the Bus. Attorney Glenn Klausman from Klausman Law, Bradford Trivia, Seminole County Head of Emergency Management Director Alan Harris, Sam and Candace for running our YouTube chat. We really appreciate you guys. And last but never least, Slick for co-hosting. And Jack, I know we had a poll in 2 locations today.
Yeah, so the OG at Real Radio 1041 on Twitter. Did you start your day at 4:45 a.m. today, or did you go back to sleep?
Ooh.
How many people you say got up?
I'll go with 34%.
30%. Good enough for a point, Deb. Also, we asked this on our gym members group on Facebook, where people, again, the question, did you start your day at 4:45? Because that's when that emergency alert went to, the people in the state of Florida. 19% said they got up. 36% said they went back to sleep. 27% said they never heard it. 6% said they were already at work. 3% said they threw their phone through the bedroom window.
There were a lot of jokes this morning about
thanks, folks.
Yeah, about those iPhone fix-it places being extra busy today here in Florida because of the amount of people who threw their phone through the wall. All right, you guys ready for last call?
Let's go.
Let's go. Who's first, Slick?
Let's go with Mitch on line 1.
All right, Mitch. Thanks for calling. Last call.
Hey, so when that alarm went off this morning, I was having this really weird dream that I was downtown Orlando and I was walking by the Lynx bus station and I saw this crab and it had this incredible rack. And I was like, that's crazy that there's a busty crustacean walking around this crusty bus station.
That's good. I like that one.
Damn, I wish we were doing tacos for last call. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was good.
Who's next, Slick?
Let's go with Kyle on line 2.
All right, Kyle. Hey, the city in Texas is looking for you. Last call.
Oh, hey, Deb, I'm taking investment ideas from you. I just opened up a new account with Goldman and Ham Hocks.
I used to like you, Kyle. Who's next, Slick?
Let's go with Rye Guy on line 4.
All right, Rye Guy, what you got? Last call.
Hey, Y Guy here. I hope Ross is listening. My balls might be small, but I got some big-ass thumbs. Ask anybody.
So you get Y Guy. We had the Y Guy call and said he was working out.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Always great with the call back to the show. Who's next, Slick?
On line 3, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Mike Buzzer Larson.
All right, Mike, let it rip. Last call.
I got to give credit to the previous callers. Everybody is tearing it up, and I'm going to bring you down. Well, maybe not. This is Mike Golden Sox Rapid Disassembly Buzzer Larson here.
Oh, jeez.
Deb.
Yes.
Deb, what do you call a dog that can do magic?
I don't know, Mike. What do you call a dog that can do magic?
Let's see if I can say this. A labracadabrador. Nailed it! Quack dog, give me the buzzer!
Thank you, Mike. That was good, actually. Who's next, Slick?
And last but not least, the 420 queen herself, Party Mom.
Oh, we can't end 420 on any other note. Party Mom, bring us home.
Hey, guys. So why did the cows return to the cannabis fields?
I don't know. Why did the cows return to the cannabis fields?
The pot was calling the kettle back. Smoke weed every day.
Yay! Keep smoking it. Party Mom, we love you all the time. All right. We are going to close out the show for this Thursday, but we will be back tomorrow.
With Jim Colbert.
Yep, Jim Colbert will be back, so be here just for that. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters in the morning after us. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Hope you have a fabulous Thursday evening. We'll see you tomorrow on Friday at 3 o'clock for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, bye.